boom, boom, boom. So I was telling Rob and Lauren, like Lauren's getting coffee. I was like, I almost made a joke earlier that this is a caffeine night, and I'm suggesting everyone get us East Coasters get coffee this late. But this is an interesting little dungeon crawl. As I kind of described it, like more modern dungeon designs, it's more like, oh, we solved the problems with our characters. This is a little bit more old school, so some of the problems are solved by the players, right? It's not necessarily about what your characters know or whatnot. One of the examples is there is a puzzle somewhere in there where I'm literally doing a 60-second counter, right? And it's not even necessarily about what your characters do; it's about you guys as players, kind of coming up with a solution. So you'll see that kind of like that kind of different vibe. And this little mini dungeon is more of like a showcase of puzzles in that way. Not everything is just player solve, but it's a little bit old school in that vibe. So that's just my little disclaimer for tonight to put your thinking caps on, friends, guys.
What if we don't have one of those?
Then you can put on your cozy hat and get comfortable. Is that fair? All right.
Indeed.
Who's this nerdy looking motherfucker?
Is
that you? Is that you? Is
talking about? Probably.
So
yeah.
I'm keeping. Yeah, we are in the MDM Misfits roll of 20. So I'm keeping the intro for this really short because realistically we have the one night. So the way I want to pitch this is that I looked at everyone's history scores, and Megan, your character, I believe, has the highest one that I saw with like a +5 or something like that. Yeah. And so some things have been stolen recently from major vaults and major players in the Sword Coast. And every single one, when these things were stolen, famous weapons, there was a riddle essentially left with it. Sorry, I have to format it. I didn't format it when I copy and pasted. So I'm going to put it in the Tuesday Rolls chat, it looks like. Search ye far or search ye near, you'll find no trace of the three, unless you follow instructions clear, for the weapons abide with me. North past the forest farm and furrow, you must go to the feathered mound. Then down away from the sun you'll borrow. Forget life, forget light, forget sound. To rescue wave, you must do battle with the beast in the boiling bubble. Cross coven vast, where chain links rattle, lies whelm past water spouts double. Black razor yet remains to be won underneath inverted ziggurat. That garnered think not that you've done, for now you'll find you are caught. I care not, former owners brave, what heroes you seek to hire. Though mighty, I'll make each one my slave, or send him to the fire. So the reason why I picked Megan's character is that, you know, there's like a riddle in it, like in where this location is. And so with your high history check, or Oriminos is would recognize that and deduct that feathered mound means White Plume Mountain, right? And the Sword Coast, this was kind of made for Greyhawk originally, but where I'm going to place it, it is a dormant volcano, and it is set in the Mount Hotanau. I don't know how to actually pronounce it, but we would know it as Neverwinter at some point in its history was destroyed by a volcano, and that would have been Mount Hotanau. So you're like kind of near Neverwinter, but Orminos has kind of broken or has a good idea and good lead on it. And through your research, you know that you're looking for something called the Wizard's Mouth as the entrance to something on the White Plume Mountain. So maybe
Wizard's Mouth, you said?
Yeah, the Wizard's Mouth. In my opinion, just so we can like push things forward quicker, you start looking for other adventurers, other people brave enough and foolish enough or strong enough, the most capable kind of folks you could find to kind of come along on this journey, right? And so you all kind of have met Orminos and said yes, Orminos, but we are going to start with you guys having kind of like made it to the base of the mountain. After it's like not far from Neverwinter, so it's like a couple days journey, and you guys are around a campfire and kind of making plans, getting to know each other and such. So, yeah, any questions?
Nothing here.
Yeah.
Nope.
Normally I have an NPC to kind of like warm you guys up to the RP, but giving you guys all the spotlight and I believe in you. So it is the ball's in your court as you all sit around the campfire with these strangers, recent acquaintances. Again, there's no one was really promised money. Oh, I would like everyone roll history checks real quick. Let me ask this: above table, does anybody recognize the name Black Razor?
It's ringing a
Isn't it
bell,
that-
but
It does
Isn't
ring a
it that
bell.
dude in the band, right? That
Trent Razor.
was in?
Wait, what? Lindsay, you know, yeah, I'm curious. It's a weapon, right? Yeah, I
Oh, Black
don't know if you know what that weapon is. Wow, all nines. It is a sentient one, and you all would know, like, through your research, all of these weapons are sentient. It's so funny. You all rolled so poorly. It's not like it's going to come up. The lore is not going to be important in this. Do you guys want a spoiler for it? Black Razor deals in. No, you do not want a spoiler. Okay, I'm going to shut up. Glad you said something.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I think actually now that I'm thinking about it, there's an adventure that probably deals with it. And that might be a spoiler, but anyways. It's also a Critical Role reference. I'll say that. All right. So you all do know they're sentient weapons, though. So just for your own fun and enjoyment. All right. I'm shutting up now.
Well, I think, to be honest, I didn't know how I was going to say his name. In my head, it was Oraminos, but I never pronounce Greek things right. So I think Oraminos is actually probably closer to what it should be.
Rolls off the tongue a little better.
Yeah.
Don't forget to take your
I
names in
didn't say it
Discord.
out loud till just now. What?
Don't forget to change your names in Discord. So I don't bite brain.
Oh, yeah.
And Discord?
In Discord. So I don't bite my brain. If I go.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
I feel like I haven't changed my name in weeks. Sorry about that.
So, okay, there we go. So, Oreminos is this tall, lanky tiefling with pale gray skin and these little horns protruding from his head. He has like silky black hair that's in a little ponytail, little pony. And he's very like frantic professor energy. And like he's probably read this to you all like multiple times now, just like, and is like, even if you're not listening, doesn't realize you're not listening, is like, you know, talking out loud about like all the things this could mean and like what it could lead to. And so he like reads it for, yeah, probably like the third time this hour and like looks around at all of you like, what do you think?
Well, I think that you are going to give me a stress ulcer. Why are you so frantic?
Are you not excited to discover all of the secrets of White Plume Mountain? Have you heard of White Plume Mountain? Why are you here? What, you didn't want to? No? Also, I have remedies for stress ulcers, so we're good.
We're here on a job. I am.
Yeah,
here
Reggie,
on a
why
job.
don't you tell him why you're here?
I'm just gonna save the conversation. I'm here for, not for me, but for others.
Oh.
And
Mysterious.
you, shut up.
Oh, sorry. I forgot you didn't give me permission to speak. My bad.
I would say Torm wills your silence, but you don't care about that anyway, so I'll save it.
Siora asked
guess
for
I'll-
others.
Yeah. I'm here on a job. Reginald is encased in this silvery blue plate armor that's it's not like that picture. That's just a picture I found. Very thin and lithe, lanky even. He's got this shoulder pauldron that looks like there's grooves running down his arm that it could slide down into like a sort of buckler, and emplaced on the shield or the pauldron, I guess, is a gauntleted hand. And he seems antsy in a different way, maybe.
Is he feeling antsy because of the mission or because something else?
Gremlins.
You said gremlins?
Yeah.
I don't get it. Are we fighting gremlins now?
That's a possibility.
I mean, there are many things that are a possibility, Reginald. Should we run through the list?
Again? No, I don't think
He's
so.
like flipping through a book. Like, I have categorized all the
You
monsters
really
I've
don't need to
seen
do
in
that.
this. Oh.
I can handle the monsters. It's the... Okay, well, never mind.
Actually,
Somebody
I
else
think
wins
you should go through the list and let us know all the manner of creature that we're about to fight. I'm sure Reggie here would love that.
There is no possible way you're any more interested in hearing it again than I am.
Siora
appreciate spite.
speaks up and is like, "Are gremlins a possibility?" Question.
Oh, I didn't see the 4 others question. I thought you just said again, Nate, like you were clarifying. A sec.
Yes, I think it's Siora might look at you, Hormonas, and Riminos. I think is what you're trying to pronounce it, right? Riminos.
Yeah.
Riminos. Reginald, and's like, do you? I think she would. She probably wouldn't ask like in a fear tone, but Lindsay can correct it when she gets back. But she would ask like, "Do you think gremlins are a possibility?"
Would I be able to roll something to see if I might know that?
Hey, go roll a history or a nature check.
22.
22. And it's so funny. As far as I know, gremlins don't exist in D&D officially, right? So the way I'm the kind
I
of
thought.
no, it's so funny, right? Of all the things that not to be, it's just like, yeah,
I
there's
know
no
that's what I was like.
gremlins.
Wait, gremlins?
But just embracing gremlins, this is just going to be Nate putting us like a quick spin on what a gremlin could mean. I'm thinking of just like a scary kind of fey-like creature. Like wandering in the woods, there's always a chance for small, scary, fey-like creatures that want to drink your blood, right? Because the fae is all around us at all times. So there's always a possibility. Are there any connections to the fae in a volcano? Maybe. Probably not. Like I'm just putting myself in an intellectual, like Romanosis kind of mind, but like the possibilities are always there.
Yeah, I think he would share all of that, and also that technically there's no confirmed sightings of gremlins. Gremlins is a name for a category of fey creatures that include various different, and just is rambling.
Well, it's also kind of a state of being, if that makes any sense.
Do tell. What is your theory?
I don't need a theory. This one is a gremlin in every definition of the word except the literal one.
When we say this one,
This
you're
one?
pointing to
Pointing to
Rory.
Rory.
Yeah.
Rory, yes.
So Rory, she's like lounging back up against the rock, and she's got like both her feet up on another rock, and she's kind of like lightly strumming her little lute. It's a pretty pleasant tune. Like she's pretty good at it. But she's like taking a lot of amusement from this whole conversation. She looks kind of not like haggard, but she doesn't really care too much about like looking pristine and like fresh looking. Her clothes like have some holes in it and that kind of stuff. Her boots are like super worn, but it's not out of like poverty. It's merely out of like laziness of like her not buying new clothes. And you could tell she's like maybe just a little off her rocker. She's got like the multicolored hair that's like really splotchy and poorly done. Like she did it herself and kind of gave up like halfway through. Oh, I was wondering where you were going with that. I indeed, yes. I've been around lots and lots of gremlins before. Mm-hmm.
Don't let
You
her
are-
laid back appearance fool you. She's slit man's throat with those lute strings. And I'm pretty sure that red streak in her hair isn't dye.
Take offense to that, I worked very hard on this hair.
Fiora kind of like scoots up close to you, and she moves a little oddly, kind of like very jerky. And so when she skirts, she kind of like scuttles up to you and like looks at you like a little too close, like her face a little too close to yours with like a really big grin. I was like, "Can you tell me about the gremlins you've seen?"
Is she pretty creepy, like in the way that she's doing this?
Yes, and it's you guys
Okay.
have noticed if you've been traveling her for a bit that she just has kind of some odd mannerisms. Um, she is a half drow, and she's uh, you notice kind of contrary to most half elves. She's got more of like a stocky build. She's like obviously an adventurer. She is like athletic, but she's definitely like you just can tell from like looking at her and being around her that like she likes her food. She, can pack it away pretty easily. And she has this kind of odd grin on her face, especially when something excites her, where it's like her smile is like a little too big for her face.
Mm.
And her eyes tend to kind of like dart around a lot. She just kind of like a little twitchy. You notice she kind of giggles at nothing, at like odd moments when like no one said anything funny, no one's made a joke. She'll just like giggle while looking at something kind of off in the distance. She's definitely a little off-putting, but she's genuinely excited to hear about gremlins. She's not making fun of you. She was genuinely interested.
um, yeah, Rory doesn't really. Yeah, dude, exactly. Rory doesn't really expect you to come like willingly up to her. She's usually used to people treating her like the crazy one, so she's kind of like a little startled. Fuck me. Do you really just scuttle about like that?
Oh, what do you mean?
Okay, and she like kind of gets up and she has like her lute and she's just gonna go over to this blanket here and sit down. And she like leans back a little bit. Don't ask me about the gremlins. It's him who says he's been fighting the gremlins a lot. If you ask me, I don't think they are actual creatures or anything. He just likes calling me bad words.
I'm sure you've heard
Oh,
worse.
that's not very nice.
All right, what did I ever do to deserve that?
We're not going to go into that.
I mean, we have all the time, not all the time in the world. We have about 2 hours till sundown. Wait, what time is it? I guess I shouldn't make up what time it is.
Yeah,
I,
and was there a
So
time
it's
you want to like
campfire?
head inside the mountain?
I don't know what did you say, Riminos? Because to me it was just
I think like
whatever.
I said 2 hours till sundown.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I like that.
Okay. We have about 2 hours till sundown. We have plenty of time, I believe. Sounds like for that story.
Yeah, Reggie,
Original
why
goal.
don't you tell them? Tell them all the bad and horrible things I've done.
Okay. Well, Rory is a murderer.
Oh, Siora looks visibly disappointed that this is the big reveal.
Well, that's suspicious. What have you?
I mean, you've never killed anyone?
Oh no, no. I've killed a lot of people and a lot of things too. But there's a difference between
So
killing and
then why
murdering.
the tone of judgment?
Honestly, part of the job.
What
If
is
it
your
were
definition? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
Just curious, what is your the difference in your definition between killing and murdering?
Well, murdering is usually there's a victim involved in a murder, which is
Are there
why I
no
don't.
victims in your killing?
No, not
Then
once.
who do you kill?
Sinners, evil.
Siora looks like way less interested, and all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, you're a religious type?
Sure.
Boring." She kind of like
If you say
wanders
so.
off and starts like looking in leaves.
I keep my eye on that one. Anyway, Rory is a murderer, but only by definition of the law.
A murderer I may be, but they were victims not. Each and every one of them was guilty.
You know, I agree with that, but you were convicted in a certain way. It is to be as it is.
Yes, yes. She like kind of lounges back again, starts fiddling with her lute.
Who did you murder? What did they do?
Oh, I murdered, let's see, thieves, scoundrels, utter murderers,
Thieves.
looters, pillagers, assaulters.
So people
I,
that needed a good killing.
that's what
Exactly.
I've been saying this whole time, but apparently to him,
No,
bad,
not
I
to
guess.
me. And you're being too vague.
Well, it's
They were a
not like I
lot
remembered
worse
their
than
first
some.
names.
It was a lot worse than looters and scourges.
Mic check. Mic check.
All right, well, the old man that did grab my arse in the bar, he did deserve it. That was the only one where I may have crossed a line.
Yeah,
I think he
I
definitely
was
deserved
wrong.
it.
I was young. I was foolish, reckless even. I didn't have the finesse of killing yet. I let my anger get a hold of me. I got much better over the years. Until this one came along.
So how do you two know each other?
Rory just like looks up and she just like points at them. How would we I was trying to think of like the fantasy name for parole officer. I couldn't.
Oh my god, I was hoping that's what you were doing.
Unfortunately, she's very useful.
I love this.
Unfortunately?
Out of character.
Well, she's also a menace,
To
but
certain
very
people,
useful.
the common folk love me.
Kind of scary.
Well, at least I was the scary one. She like kind of looks up at Siora.
Sierra looks up from the plant that she's examining the underside of the leaves for, kind of in this like weird crouched position, with like her legs splayed and like, hunkered down a little bit like what was the Lord of the Rings character? Precious Ring?
Gollum
Um,
or
Gollum. Yeah, that
wait,
kind of crouched position, kind of like looks up with like wide eyes, says, "Are you talking about me?"
Oh no, not talking about you. You just carry on with your leaf
I'm looking for
business.
gremlins.
Lindsay, can I ask you a question? Do
Yeah.
you want a voice in your head, or are you just enjoying being on your own with it?
Oh, no, I'm good. I have a pretty solid idea of the things she's hearing and seeing.
Got it.
Though, actually, you know what? Sure. Give me additional input
Okay.
would be wonderful.
So we have a schizo, a religious
Yeah.
nut, a convicted murderer, and a scholar. Sounds like a bad
What a
fucking bar
crew.
joke.
Roy like leans over to Remenos. Just don't tell her about the fucking snipes. She'll never get over it.
Those aren't real.
They can be
Of course they are.
useful. They can lead us to the weapons.
You see Sior kind of like just like was like in the middle of examining the underside of this, plant leaf. Suddenly like sits up, spins around and like leaps very suddenly like into sitting on a log next to you guys, like leans
Hey,
forward,
fuck me.
head on her uh hands, like chin on her hands, and says, "So, when are we gonna go in?"
Not now. About to be
But
dark.
why?
Yeah, we can't go into the cave when it's all dark and everything like this.
Well, no, I mean,
Fiora just blinks at you with her like white drow eyes of like
True.
infinite darkness seeing.
Well, at least some of us can't.
if
I mean, I can. I don't know about him. Points to Reggie.
I prefer to be well rested.
All he needs is beauty sleep.
Boring.
Well, speaking of well, not really appearances, but if a helmeted head could like sort of raise its eyebrows curiously, he would look at Siora and be like, I don't think I've seen you sleep a single time since we've met. What is going on with that?
Well, I don't know if you've ever heard of this thing that elves do. It's called a trance. We don't really need to sleep.
Yeah, Reggie, come on. You've seen me do this a million times before. She's a high elf, but she's like
But you snore.
She snores during your trances. That's so funny.
That's really funny.
She's like 5'3", by the way. She's like very, very
God.
tiny. Yeah. She's like itty bitty.
You're an elf?
What the fuck? Yeah, I've been an elf this entire time. You just
I
now
thought
noticed.
you were a tall halfling.
Yeah.
Also,
You know what? If I didn't have this damn bracelet on my ankle, I'd really let you have it.
It doesn't do it. Okay.
just as an FYI, for those of you who are observant enough to be able to tell the difference, Sior's definitely a half elf. She's not an elf. She 100% doesn't trance. It doesn't
That's
take
funny.
I think
a super
Reginald
smart
at this
person to know
point
that she
would
was just
not know the
lying.
difference.
Yeah, lying straight through her teeth.
I feel like Aremenos would notice, but maybe and would make note of it, but wouldn't say anything.
Reginald's attention is piqued by the fact that she was just like, "Oh, killing people that deserve it, boring." So he was like kind of giving her a weird look every now and again.
Sure.
Better keep one eye open on that one.
Unnecessary.
Eventually, you know, once like conversation peters out, she'll like kind of wander over to a tree, like stand with her back to the tree for a bit, and like shuffle up and down like she's scratching her back a bit. She'll do that for like half an hour.
Who did we meet?
I'm sorry, I'm so excited to play in that job.
Rory looks at him. Don't fucking look at me. You're the one who dragged me here.
Oh, hey, speaking of which, I wanted to warn you, if you keep calling me Reggie, I'm going to submit the paperwork back in town to make a percentage subtraction to whatever wealth you earn on this trip every time you do it.
She gets like a very upset look on her face, like comically like frowning and crossing her arms. Well, geez, I didn't know you're so sensitive about it.
Well, I did say Form wills it. Forms will be done.
I don't take half the things you say very seriously.
Well, that's going to start costing you money.
It's fine. I'll just go and steal some as soon as I bust out of here.
It's been like 2 years. That's not going to happen.
We'll see about that, Reggie.
That's 50 gold pieces.
She's stubborn. Oh, shit. Okay, you guys are gonna hate me. I gotta go pick up my food outside really quick. But, yeah, Rory talks
Killer
like
character.
More. I'm sorry.
Boo.
I'm hungry. I need it. I need it.
Ooh.
It's
Reggie,
time.
you've got the little self-detonate thing in her ankle thing, so you can press that button whenever, and she just. No, I'm just kidding.
It's
There's a
not self-destruct.
detonation thing in there? I thought it was just a tracker.
No, it's
Ah,
we
just
came
kidding, that's so
up
funny.
with this
Oh
Yeah,
shit! Nobody told me about this.
I think it's like a. Is it?
I thought you were the one asked about the tracker, Rob. I'm making a joke about
Just
the
the
detonator.
tracker.
I'm making a joke. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm just making a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you two were talking, and we're like, yeah, let's have it blow
no,
up her
no.
leg if she gets too
No.
far away.
I think we just flavored it. Well, I flavored it as like a locate object spell, but it's just
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
bracelet. Okay,
I thought we were on some like saw and shotgun shell necklace shit.
I feel like Remenos is like still at the fire, but like nose in a book isn't even hearing this conversation.
Roll a dexterity check.
Oh no.
Ruminous.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Check.
Or it's funny, dexterity or a perception check. Maybe perception check.
Oh, perception's much better.
Nice. I was taking liberty here that you've kind of like are playing like a little bit of a unaware character, right? Sort of leaning into the fire. I was like, oh, the book's gonna catch on fire, and if he's not paying attention. So that was just me giving you the option to see if you notice the book like catch fire. But 20's like, oh, too close.
But almost.
Yeah.
And there maybe is already like some singed edges on it.
I love it.
Just got lucky that time.
Some burnt holes and some pages.
I like to imagine Rory when Lauren left. She's like out in the back, like in the bushes, taking a piss or something.
I was just thinking that. Is she always this loud when she urinates?
Honestly,
Siora starts giggling.
that's only like I don't know what she does out there. I have no idea. It's not just that.
The noises she's making are odd. Not typical of a high elf,
I think she might be
from my
hunting.
knowledge.
Siora starts like imitating the noises she's making. trying to do like some sort of like mating call situation.
Okay.
I really want to step in so bad and take Lauren's character for a ride right now, but I'm going to resist. I don't think she has her headphones on, which is sad. I wish she heard all that while she was
No, I
running
think she
around.
took them off.
No, we would have heard if she did.
She's either foraging, hunting, or
Ooh, hunting? You guys want
Are
to
you guys-
hunt?
I guess wavering that like Rory went into the woods.
Yeah, I was like, I'm like imagining Rory like went over the bush and she's like taking a piss right now, and then everyone started talking like, what? Like, is that her peeing? It's so loud. What are those weird noises? And so, what did Siora say? Like, it sounds like mating call or something.
No, Siora started imitating
remember-
noises.
Oh, that's what it
like
was.
she
I was
would have
like-
mating call
Because
her.
I was like, does she usually make those noises when she's urinating or something?
You'd be so funny. I kind of like the flavoring of like the bracelet instead of like low-key object. It's some type of like teleportation where it's if I get further enough away from Reginald, I just teleport back. So I think like she would she would like pop up like right next to him, and she's like gnawing on like the ankle bracelet around her ankle, and she's like, "Hey, get this fucking thing off me!"
Ooh. Siora approaches you with like a very serrated dagger. Want some help?
Okay, she pops up. She's like, "Oh, I wasn't doing nothing. I was going to the bathroom. Wasn't running.
Sure.
Definitely wasn't running at all.
if you were running, again, what's with the noises?
I'm not exactly fit, all right? I breathe really heavy when I run.
Okay. So I've seen you. You don't breathe like that. So I don't.
I think in reality, she was like trying to get the bracelet
Gnaw the
off of her
fucking-
ankle. Yeah, and she was like struggling and like contemplating chewing her own ankle off, but she would never do that.
Happy to
or I'm gonna-
help.
What'd you say?
Happy to help.
Don't do that.
Yeah, you fucking stay away from me.
Oramenos' eyes get wide and he's like, I could try to spell magic on it, and then he like looks over at Reggie. But
No,
I could.
not again.
I think there's a. Oh no, I don't have dispel magic. I have detect magic.
I'm
Well,
like
she would have
70%
totally
sure
tried to
it's
do it.
all for show anyway, and she would stay. But I mean, where the hell else? You don't even know where we are, and you can't survive in the woods. So I don't know what your plan is exactly.
I could find my way. Probably.
Okay.
So, you guys want to go hunt something?
I'm not much of a hunter. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I am a
I
vegetarian.
finished all my rations.
You ate. You bought like 2 weeks worth of rations.
They're just like snacks, you know?
No.
You know, I can agree with you on that. I've gotten through all of my rations too. Maybe we should go hunting.
Yeah, let's go hunt. Without another word, Siora like leaps up and darts off into the woods.
Do you want to roll a survival check, or it's up to you. I don't care if you just find something. It's not that important to me, but it's up to you if you want like a dice roll for it.
Sure. I just ran downstairs real quick. I'm not next to my phone. I have my headphone in. Give me like 30 seconds.
And 4.
But yeah, you see as she like as she darts off, a like kind of bluish purple like blade appears in her hand. I think like a like foot and a half long dagger, like a super serrated, like jagged edge, like misshapen, like appears in her hand. As she kind of darts out of sight.
Rory looks at Reginald. You know, you're gonna get us both killed inviting people like this over.
People like you.
You don't see me going and wielding around wicked looking daggers like that. I mean, I may kill people, but I do so with taste and finesse.
It's like semantics, but boiled down to weaponry. Come on. It's all the same. And sorry.
I
Reynolds,
lure them
what
into
do
a false sense of security and then I kill them.
True. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Remenos, how do you fight? Or are you just here to study?
Oh, no, I can fight. I can turn into many animals. Big beasties. Much stronger than I. And lots of spells too. Lots and lots. Um, cannot fight with my fists. And not really well with weapons either, but I have other methods. Do you want to see? Do you have a favorite animal?
Ooh, could Rory roll an insight to see what Reginald's most hated animal is? Or if she can remember?
I don't know if he has a most hated
Does he have
animal.
like or
Do
does he
most
have like
people have a most
arachnophobia or
hated
something?
animal?
I mean, people have like fears of certain animals.
I think that would be kind of like if there's even a chance that was revealed, it'd be like a Reginald deception
We've known
versus
each other
insight
for
or
a
something.
Well, I need to think more than anything.
Mm-hmm. What would he be
Yeah.
afraid of?
I don't know if it's a fear thing, but I'm gonna put it in. I hate hyenas in real life, so I'm gonna say hyena. Or like coyotes,
This is a random
Wait.
animal.
pack hunters.
Like a wolf?
Yeah, I think wolves would.
So as I like to imagine just for a second, like you guys are like thinking about scary animals and hunting and such, and we're gonna cut away for just a moment as you like are thinking about it, and we're seeing the scene from Siora's eyes. And she's moving through the dark of the forest. In the distance, in the moon, it's catching the plume of steamy smoke rising from the mountain above you all. And you can see where I'm going with it, Lindsay, but you can take control of it if you want. And like, I was imagining a deer or whatever, but I feel like you're feeling your character, so I'm totally fine with you like taking this wherever you want.
Something like some adorable forest animal, right? Like a baby, like a fawn, or like a little family of squirrels, or a little fluffy rabbit, or something like that. And she's just like, like quietly stalking closer, and like the closer she gets, like a big grin spreads across her face. And like, obviously, you guys aren't there to see it, but like, you see like a very brief, tiny, tiny spark of red in the back of her eye. Just like spark right as she lunges and like tears in with this jagged dagger, super messy, no finesse, like to the kill or whatever, and just starts like cackling afterwards.
I like everyone to roll perception checks for the cackling.
I do love, Lindsay, that this is the exact opposite of what was
I've
your
never seen this before.
Goliath in
Yeah,
that like
Right.
mini adventure we did?
like Umber or something like that.
Yeah.
Like super sweet Goliath, yeah.
Do you want us to give us the cackle, Lindsay? what they hear out in the forest.
I can't cackle because my
Oh.
kid is sleeping right at
Okay.
the wall across from me. But
Everyone
it's
through.
like a very like high pitched like.
That's a little too squeaky, but yeah, a little high pitched. So, oh, I'm sorry, I went over you. I didn't know you were gonna do it. I was gonna do it on your behalf.
Okay, you missed it. Did everyone else hear it?
It was like yours and Nate's mixed together.
Perfect.
It was just like a.
Yep. Ooh, multi-voice. Creepy.
Yeah, you all hear the creepy
God, just
crackle
looked at me like I'm crazy.
come out of the woods in the distance.
9 hells, was that her?
Who the
She
fuck else did you
sounds-
think it was?
Pleased. Should we be concerned?
She comes strolling back with like a mostly skinned rabbit. And there's like blood on her hands and like a little bit of blood on her mouth. And then she just like puts it on a spit and starts cooking it. And, like humming to herself.
I imagine like all three of us are just kind of like slowly scooting back a little bit, huddling closer together, like inch by inch. You
Reminisce
like
is
it
just
raw, do
sadly
ya?
looking at the rabbit.
Oh, poor Druid.
But
Just say
Rory,
you like it raw.
Reginald, I don't know where you guys got with your scary animal conversations, but or above table thing. I think you guys were talking
No,
about.
I'm not really a huge fan of rabbit anymore.
Oh, but rabbits are delicious.
I can see that.
Want some?
Cooked?
Yummy. Yeah. She like looks at the like gestures with the spit.
You have something everywhere. There's not a sleeve there. It's just on your arm now. Okay, gonna keep an eye on that.
She offers you all some rabbit.
Yeah, I'll take a leg of cooked rabbit.
It's cooked. Anything that
Roy like grabs a piece. Oh, fuck me. There's fucking teeth marks in this one. What the hell did you do to it?
Really? Look at her mouth.
whatever you
No
guys
wonder
don't
you got-
take, she tears into, eating with like a veracity that's like a little disturbing.
Okay. Okay.
You know, I've heard stories about those coming from the Underdark, but never thought I'd see the day some of those legends came true.
Oh. No, I'm weird down there too.
Oh, that's good.
Weirdly
Also, as you were
comforting.
like tearing into the rabbit, Remenos is like, just so you know, Ciora, I don't have a moral opposition to eating animals. It is just a personal choice. But ooh.
She like looks up with like a little like something hanging out of her side of her mouth.
Never mind. Continue. And he goes back to eating his kale chips.
This is my favorite group of people in like a long time.
This is a fucking D&D pun
Mm-hmm.
It's a bad
and
D&D
a
joke.
party.
You could sit here around the campfire all night and just RP these assholes.
I know.
I was about to say, DM, what time is it?
Yeah.
Are you asking me and Nate in real life, or are you asking for like what? Because it's only like an hour or
in-game.
two before sundown. Like you guys will rest,
Still
or
another hour of this.
like above table was like I was like they're not going to get through the adventure even if we didn't RP these kind of moments. So I knew you guys would want
Wait,
this.
we're
I
not
just
gonna get to the adventure?
no, like you wouldn't finish the dungeon, right?
Right.
Yeah,
but,
like
next week too, right?
Oh, no. Unfortunately, there won't be one next week. I'll most
Oh.
likely for sure be on the road.
Right.
I
Okay.
was actually going to ask when you're going to hit the road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this week is my quote unquote finals week. It looks like so Sunday everything should be done, and so next week we'll be packing up and finishing up logistics.
Oh,
I should have made that clear before we started. I apologize. I think I tried to say something like that last time, but I should have made it clear.
that's
Oh,
okay.
maybe after dinner we go.
Oh my God, yeah, we should totally just finish up. Like, I'm sure we'll have like a little bit of time if Nate's okay with it.
Oh, I mean, like, you're talking about like in Washington?
If we end up having spare time for, an hour or
Yeah,
two.
this would be like the one dungeon because it's a fun little design that it's like easy enough to like, you know what, we can kind of like figure it out, to compare to like, I need to map out a super mega dungeon. So like hypothetically, yeah,
We can,
I would be
theater
open
of
to
the
it.
mind it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or like basic.
Amazing. But yeah, Siora, after gorging herself, just kind of like snuggles down a little bit into, she doesn't have a bedroll, but she just like kind of like into some leaves, and like stares at the sky for a while, gets this kind of far away look in her eyes. Doesn't
Rory
respond
leans
if you
over
hug.
to Reginald. Don't suppose you still have that weapon of war in on ya?
Always have. Part of the
Good.
reason why you've never escaped.
Yeah, it's real funny. Well, we might need it tonight.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys want to hit the hay and wake up the next day? I'm not.
Yeah.
There's no need for like, you guys take watches. Blah 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 blah. It's not important.
Cool.
Look at my character sheet.
No, I didn't know you had a weapon of warning, but that's super funny.
Did you really just guess that from Rob?
Wow.
Did you
Yeah.
really just?
Am I
Oh
that
my!
Because I was like-
predictable?
Wow. No, I saw
No,
the
it
sheet
was
earlier.
like-
I was like, oh, they shared each other's items with each other. That's funny.
Mm-mm.
She
No, because I
l-
was thinking, I was like, what's something that like his character would have to alert him like when he's sleeping, right? And I was like, probably weapon of warning.
That's so fucking funny. That was a good. That was a
I'm
good fucking.
kind of insulted.
I'm impressed. Are you kidding me? That means your trope for your characters. I say trope not in a derogatory way. That means it's working, right? It's just like
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
she read your character
Yeah.
in that direction how you want it to be read.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Next morning comes, and there's a beautiful sunlight, and there's a. This is me making a joke. That's not saying what Siora does, but like there's like a whole bunch of little carcasses of little animals, like all in this really strange pattern. And
Like a cat bringing a trophy back.
but it's all like in some sort of ritualistic
arranged.
pattern. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Specifically, you don't understand what the pattern is, but there's the pattern.
What is it? I think they did that in
Mhm.
Game of Thrones with some like the White Walker stuff, like body parts, like in the pattern.
Mhm.
Like you don't notice it, but if you zoom out, it's like it's a symbol. All right, and you follow the clue for the Wizard's Mouth up on the Mount Hatternow, and you all begin the hike. Boom, 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 boom. And eventually, so again, we're just keeping things simple. There's no perception checks. Eventually, you're all like, I think I see what it is. So occasionally, like every like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, there's kind of a, it's an active volcano in its own way, but there seems to be water involved. So steam is rising and billowing out of it. But about, like 5-10 minutes, something like that, there's like almost like a whoosh, a geyser of smoke or mist. Steam's the word I'm looking for. Steam coming out of the top, but then also out of different crevices and stuff. And some of them seem kind of small and whatnot. But then you guys find one that has very slightly look like it could be a mouth, right? And with the way the stone is arranged, and from it, a billowing a bit of steam comes out of that, right? And so you're like, deducting it and going in there, you think, oh, maybe this is the wizard's mouth. Ho, ho, ho. And you go in, to that cave. Boom, 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 boom,
The
boom.
stony looking mouth is one thing, but the stony looking wizard hat on top was the dead giveaway.
uh, do. And so you get back to the back of it, and in here, when it was like doing the 10 minutes, the steam is actually going quicker, of almost like a cycle of almost 30, 40 seconds. It's not hot enough for like scalding as you guys like test the air and such. It's not like burning you that bad, but it's like a sauna in there. You're just like already dripping with moisture from sweat and from the moisture in the air just clinging to your bodies and armors and such. But you get to the back and it like you see there's like a crevice there about that you're gonna have to like squeeze through, and you can see that's where like something about that's creating the sucking sensation of this mouth of the cave, and you guys push your way through. As you get through the other side of this little crevice, you just see, because of all the moisture, like it's almost muddy and muck, and you all are kind of poking around looking. You're like, I think this is it, there has to be something. And eventually you do find a trap door, a small one, just underneath the muck, and you all kind of gather around it. Whoever found it kind of gets a little tug on it. Doesn't seem to be locked, but it does appear to be stuck. What do you do?
Stuck? Well,
Yor starts banging on the trap door, trying to
Okay.
yank it up.
Give me a strength check.
Great. Oh shit! 17. Plus 0.
Ding, 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 ding. And it like eases up and out, and it's like, and you all kind of like,
It was totally just a joke.
yeah, our camera view is looking up out of a shaft, and we see all 4 of your little heads like looking down, and you see a spiral staircase leading from the trapdoor just off of a base of a little bit of a ladder going down. And there's a lot of dark vision on this party, so I'm just gonna say it's not very far down. It's like maybe 20 feet down. The spiral staircase stops, and then you see it just kind of juts off into a little bit of a direction.
Roy claps Reginald on the back. Ladies first.
you can't. I
Oh.
always go for. You can't
I
just say
get
that
it.
every time.
Because he's not a lady.
Right, I'm glad you got it.
I could send a friend to go in first.
Oh, you
What
have a
does that
friend?
mean?
Don't
Um,
make it an animal. Not in front of this one.
Where's your friend?
Well, it'll look like an animal, but it's not really an animal. And Siora, if you kill it, it won't really kill it. Unfortunately, there will be no body to consume. It'll just back to the Feywild. So
Oh,
Is this
okay.
something we have to worry about now? Really? It's okay.
I'm just yes-anding the shit of whatever you guys are handing me.
okay. If that is what we want, then I will take 10 minutes to ritually cast Find Familiar. And I guess I will have it be an owl.
Thank you.
Amber.
I just pulled Amber's token in so quick. Well, that's what I got handy.
So funny.
That's funny. All right.
To go flying down and see what it can see.
What you see through her eyes. The staircase is badly rusted, but appears to be sturdy. The air inside the passageway is warm, humid, and rather foul. And at the bottom, you see there standing water. No perception check involved, even through the eyes of the owl. You just see that's like just like ankle deep, maybe up to the knees, depending if you're like a smaller creature. So that's what she sees at the base. And I think that's, or they, I say she. I think that's enough information to get to the map. Hope I got everything correct.
Yeah, it looks like there's a couple supercells building up and coming right towards me. So we'll see if I keep power.
Ooh. Okay.
Looks like I'm on like the front too, which could be nasty. I'm actually
For some reason, why is this? Ah, you're on the GM layer. That's why. I take a this. Let me do where is? There we go. I'm just doing a little reset for that. And your characters just need to be selected. No. Then brought. Bam. There you go. Small little square. Obviously, you guys are not down at the bottom, but that's just what easy. You just have your tokens ready. That's where you're. Looks like you're heading, and the owl is down at the base of it. That's what she's seeing is that space.
Wait, where are we? I can't.
You might have to zoom out because there's a relatively large map for what it is, but there's a little tiny speck.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I was zoomed out all the way, but I clicked the little target icon that I've never noticed before below the zoom, and it went to it.
Ooh,
Target. I don't think I ever realized that's what that does either.
who's roomy?
Oh, that was going to be Lauren's. I apologize. Lauren Ishka's. And also, I'm assuming you just are pushing her all the way down to the bottom.
Yeah.
Why can I not? Why can I not move the owl? That's weird. Did I put you in the map layer? That's why. Okay. I'll let me give this token vision. I'm pretty sure they have dark vision 60 feet, right? So.
120 feet.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's new for 2025.
For some reason, why is that not strange? I don't know why. I apologize. I thought the dynamic lighting was baked in, ready to go, but there's like a tunnel right there. For some reason, it's not revealing it. So let me do a quick light layer. What the heck? Sorry, now I don't know why it's Oh wait, is the Explorer thing not?
What
I
did
thought
I
it was
miss?
dynamic Explorer mode, update vision on top.
Troubleshooting.
Yeah, for some reason the
Okay,
darkness
perfect.
layer is broken for some reason. So now I need I'm not sure what I just did. I'm going to reveal area rectangle. We're doing it live. Okay.
Okay, we're doing a lot.
I'm going to kick you guys off of the screen for just a second because if I can troubleshoot this in the next minute, then it'll make it better on the long run. So let's see. Maybe.
Oh my god, I just ate like 5 pounds of Thai food.
Jealous.
Heartburn.
I think.
Actually, not because I made lamb korma for dinner and it was really good.
Okay.
Mm,
I've never even heard of lamb. What is lamb? What?
Lamb korma. It's like an Indian
lamb
curry.
korma.
Yeah.
It's the best
Chicken korma.
Indian curry.
Delicious.
Oh
Made with,
god,
like-
you guys are gonna kill me.
Korma's better than butter
I
chicken.
have never once in my life had curry before.
Okay, we got to change that.
We have to
Well,
change the
Indian
meal
is my
plan now.
favorite cuisine.
I've never had
I love-
curry before.
So good. So good.
I have a restaurant near us that we walk to that got me turned on to curry. I think it's yellow
Yeah, I'm
curry
trying
that they do at this one. I know there's differences, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay, I
probably
think
what
I
they
think I
tried.
fixed the darkness thing. So so now you can see through. Let me change the name.
Cool.
I'm gonna keep calling that Amber. You want to name this one Reminisce?
Yeah, let's call her Hecate.
Do you want to spell it for me?
Ooh.
I always thought it was
The-
Hecate.
I just looked it up because I was like, I'm gonna pronounce
I
this
thought it was
wrong, but
Hecate too.
Hecate, isn't she the
Yeah,
goddess of magic?
Hecate.
It's definitely
Yeah,
not.
it's not okay.
It's definitely not.
Not Hecate.
No, definitely not Hecate. I've always pronounced it Hecate in my head for some reason.
I actually don't even know
I've
this
always said
reference.
Hecate.
What is this reference to?
It's an
Okay.
old.
This. or something, isn't it?
It's an old
The
witch.
goddess
Was it
of
Greek?
magic and witchcraft.
Ooh.
Greek goddess.
Will you spell it for
And
me?
necromancy. Hecate.
Yeah, that was
Also, in
I could-
Macbeth, the three witches are praying to Hecate, in the famous,
Yeah,
bubble, bubble, toil and trouble, fire, burning, cauldron, bubble.
love it.
Heck, it's that old Western English coming through with the.
It makes sense that Riminos would have a name that's hard to pronounce or understand exactly with the way it's spelled. That's on brand.
Yeah, where
Okay.
is your name from, Remenos?
Many
Unfamiliar.
tieflings have names with this. It's above table. I don't actually know if it's like, is it like infernal? Like what? I don't know the connection
Infernal.
with infernal. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He explains that.
Oh, it's a shame they have such a nice language.
What do you mean a shame?
Well, because devils are awful.
But fascinating creatures, you must admit.
Better dead than studied, I think.
Well, I just hope you do not consider me a devil.
No.
Or my heritage. Okay.
I have tiefling companion.
Rory's like kind of standing back and like crossing her arms, like, told you he was an arsehole.
What do you mean? I judge based on merit. It's why I haven't killed you yet, actually, in fact.
As if you could.
Don't. It's not too late.
Whatever you say, Tin Can.
I
Mithrin,
must
actually?
observe you are sending very mixed messages about Rory. I
He
cannot
loves to
tell
hate
if
me.
you. That is what it seems.
My own personal beliefs clash with those that the law has, so.
What the hell is that? Sorry, I got distracted.
What the fuck is that? Is that a sphinx?
As you guys were talking,
Needles.
Riminos is being. You guys are still at the top. Riminos
Yeah.
is been patrolling and scouting with Hecate, and around the corner,
Cat.
No.
Hecate. As you look around the corner,
Okay.
you see this critter. If anybody would like to roll Arcana check, what you see in roll 20 is the 2014 version of this critter, and I've been loving showing off the 2024 because that's the new one in chat. I think it's fucking
Wait, is
sick.
this the 2024 version?
The one in Discord is the 24 version. This is the 2014. This is like, oh, I did the
That's really cool.
the new
Oh
art
my
and the monster
God.
manual. If you guys are, I highly recommend it.
Incredible.
Everyone from the top to bottom has gotten like this more like metal, fucking sick look to them. Direction. Oh wow, yeah. Rory definitely knows. Riminos definitely knows. This is a Genosphinx, but that's also the kind of the name of the old version. I believe they have renamed them in 2024 to Sphinx of Lore.
Sorry, I kind of shouted that out in meta. That's my fault.
I
was
I
just
really don't care if
surprised.
people recognize things in meta. That's fine. I really don't
Okay.
care.
Do we know anything about the Sphinx of Lore with our
So that's a great question. And you guys rolled really good, 25 and 24.
Can I roll? Sorry, can I roll instead of history? Not that religion's any better, but I feel like incantation would make more sense for me.
Oh no, yeah, history. I don't know what I said, but history or Arcana is fine.
You said Arcana.
Yeah, I think history is
History or
actually a
Arcana.
good backup for that too.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. I guess they're both the same.
Are you just trying to outroll Lauren?
I don't even think that's possible here.
Can't outroll you in the freaking Arcana check. Goddamn. Plus 13?
Yeah, 13's. That's wait,
Oh, shit.
Arcana's an intelligence.
Yeah.
Thing.
So,
Yeah.
I have. So, there's with the druid, there's like a new thing where do 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 do.
Yeah, you have expertise.
You can have expertise as a druid now?
I took skill expert
Skill expert.
Oh, cool,
for a
cool,
feat.
cool.
And then primal order you pick at don't know what level early on. And there's magician or warden. Warden gives
Right.
you
Warden.
Warden. I forget what warden is. It's like medium armor, blah blah blah.
More
But
martial.
yes. But magician gives you a bonus to your intelligence, arcana, or nature checks. This bonus equals your whiz modifier, minimum of +1, and mine is
It's
+5.
amazing.
So
So-
between that and then skill expert, where I did,
Incredible.
yeah.
Can we talk about the
so
flexibility of
cool.
a druid? The last time you guys did a one shot, we had a druid that I kept thinking was a barbarian the whole time, and now I have a druid who I think is a
Yeah.
wizard.
That's
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Crazy.
Druids are amazing.
Yeah, I really like what they
This is
did
why
with them in
2024 is so
2024.
fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But everyone rolled really good except for Siora.
She's distracted.
So sphinxes protect the secrets of the multiverse, formed from the spirits of sages and explorers. Sphinxes know the power of truth and the importance of preserving it. They share their wisdom only with those who prove themselves wise or overcome tests of worthiness, such as riddles or battles with dangerous beasts. Through their existences, sphinxes might change form as they gain more nuanced understanding of cosmic enigmas. They know a great secret and they will protect it at all costs. So yeah, that's what that is what Riminos describes to you all through the eyes of her owl. Of
Sphinx.
his owl.
Well,
A
let's go forward at
sphinx.
once.
Of lore.
You go forward.
we
Not
should go
me.
find out what it wants.
We
Wouldn't
should go
hide.
find out what it knows. Must know
Yes,
so many things.
Who gives a fuck? Aren't we here for some gold?
One thing you would note, for like, I love that picture, right? But without any perception or any sort of checks, he's looks rough. In the sense of like, he's been there a long time. He's got a mangy coat, like he's not able to groom. It's a sad Sphinx of lore. Bedraggled. He's not as, unfortunately,
He
he's
would
not as
relay that
majestic.
also. And start power walking down the corridor.
Yeah, you guys are like slushing through the water, which is not difficult terrain or anything, but it's just like there's this murky water down there at the bottom. And like on top of the water, you even see like green and white, like subterranean algae kind of growing on the surfaces. Again, the moisture in the air and everything is just clinging. It's going up the sides of the walls and such.
Wait, as I'm leading everyone down the hallway, I look down and see the algae and just stop in my tracks, and I'm just everyone like slams into me and I like go down to like pick it up.
You pull a Lindsay as everyone kind of passes you by.
Yeah.
Hey,
Terribly sorry.
Hello.
Oh, we should keep moving. Just
Hello. Hello.
Can you-
Calling out to the Sphinx.
You just call out, you just hear him like, open his eyes and sees you all through the corridor. Round she is, yet flat as a board, altar of the lupine lords, jewel on black velvet, pearl in the sea, unchanged but ever-changing eternally.
Wait, can you
Mhm. Yeah, you're gonna have
Yeah.
to say that
Perfect.
again for me.
I put it in the chat.
oh,
Round she is, yet flat as a board, altar
The
of the
moon.
lupine lord. And
yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna.
You
I
guys
was gonna say
see-
that, but I was like, wait, it's round.
there's a magical shimmer just before him, like kind of like dissipates, and he just kind of like goes back down on any haunches or anything that he's got going on, and just kind of nods.
Sior kind of just like scooches up a little closer to him, like really wide-eyed, and like looks up at him and like looks all over him and be like, "You're so cool."
He kind of just like looks at you with these big glimmering eyes. I am who I am, though that is lost to time. You have answered the riddle, you may pass, as was set before me, as the guardian of the way in.
When you say he's
Definitely.
looking rough, can you say like what those details are again?
Literally mangy, like so, like a cat. So like matted fur on him, bedraggled, so like kind of dirty, a little malnourished looking, unfortunately. Yeah,
Um,
Uh, oh, go ahead. Go
Sior
ahead.
will pull out a like a haunch of like a leftover haunch of rabbit, and just like it's pretty torn up, but like it's a good chunk of meat. She'll kind of like pull it out from like her back pocket and like hand it to him, be like, "Do you want some rabbit?"
he nods.
Kind of just like hand it to him, and if he doesn't take it, like just put it right down in front of his paw.
Yeah, he actually like he's very dexterous. He holds out like a big, soft looking paw, and he just kind of place it on there, and he just kind of.
Forgive me. I've never met a lore sphinx, let alone a sphinx in real life. But you look a little bit messier than I expected. Are you? How long have you been down here? Are you okay?
This is my guardianship poured upon me by forces unknown. I do not feel time. I've been here for as long as I've needed to be here. This is weird, but I just kind of want to give a little flavor to some of his ability. As you guys are like a little bit closer to him, almost like he's a black hole, almost, right? There's this weight to his presence, but it's not physical. As you're closer to him, there's almost like this. This is how Nate would describe it, like an old person, an elderly person who's just they've seen it, right? They've been through it all, and the life has caught up with them, and they feel the weight of their years. And so as you're closer, you almost feel that with him being close and nearby, and you feel almost like your body's getting old in its own way. Like you feel that weight of the years kind of pushing upon you, but there's nothing negative happening. I just wanted to showcase one of his abilities that,
That's cool.
yeah, there's like mechanics behind it, but it's like that's not triggering, but the flavor behind it is there for you guys to kind of feel.
That's so cool. Sior would like kind of like feeling that would kind of like slouch a little bit next to him until like her head is like right next to his shoulder and just like give a little nuzzle.
You just kind of like go ahead and give me a animal handling check or persuasion.
I'll do persuasion. I bet that's gonna be better than animal handling. Yeah.
Never thought I would see the day.
You all see the dagger
21.
behind the back of her. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, well.
21. Yeah, he doesn't recoil back, and he allows the contact. You have many trials awaiting you. Tread carefully and cautiously.
Thanks for the advice. I'll start walking. I'll just like kind of start skipping down the.
If you want to move your token up, you see there's 3 ways. There's like straight forward, and there's a angling off to the right and to the left.
Yeah, which way? I asked
Can
the
I
Sphinx.
do? Oh,
Which is the right way? Which is the correct way? It's yours asking the Sphinx.
Oh, I apologize. He kind of just looks at you guys and he just kind of. The way forwards are yours to choose.
Helpful. What were you saying, Reggie?
oh, I was going. Don't. Okay. Save it.
I heard it.
Lindsay, you're smirk. I love it.
I want to look around to see if there's any signs of like maybe a specific way, any markings, any signage, any even, treaded paths.
Roll investigation or perception check. Again, the water is still present here, right? That little ankle deep water.
Yeah.
Slosh, slosh, slosh.
17.
17. Kind of look around for anything, particularly for markings, directional, signage. Unfortunately, you don't find anything. All three look like to be just kind of made of the same stone and worked the same way, but there's nothing really indicating what could lie in any of the directions.
I say we go directly forwards then. I can't find any distinguishing details.
Mm,
Do all of the doors look the same as well?
I don't think you see any doors, unfortunately. What you do see here at the end is like these kind of cut off to the left or right. I don't think you see doors. Yeah.
Okay, so the hallway just continues in a different direction.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, Rory. Did you have something to add?
I don't know how I feel about going straight. What's wrong with the left way or the right way?
Does it matter, or would you just be saying this no matter which direction I said?
She's like, no.
Okay.
No.
Siora would like put a hand over her eyes and like put one arm out with like her finger pointing and like just spin around a bunch and then just stop whichever one she's pointing
Roll a
at.
D3.
She's pointing the way we came.
I didn't agree to that.
That's
Yeah,
fair. Roll a D4.
Roll a D4.
Roll a D4. It's totally
Roll a
true. Random is what random
Uh,
does.
Um,
Yeah.
roll D space D4, right?
Exclamation point. Roll space D4.
Exclamation point.
Oh, you rolled it in the Manther.
One.
Wow.
In my opinion, one was the way you guys came. I was gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think that's kind of funny. I should have called that ahead of time for you, but that's what I had in my brain.
Confidently starts striding back the way.
No, Siora.
Yes.
Oh, I say we
That
go
is the way
right.
out.
Because it's the hallway I'm closest to.
All right.
What if I were to vote that we go left and then there's one of us voting for each way?
Well, I would say that I'm right because I'm choosing the right way, not the
I
left
don't-
way.
Honestly,
I like
don't care
Rory
that
the
much.
most, so I vote we go with her.
Why?
Yeah, see, I told you. Right is the right way. Don't be jealous.
She'll
that
link
I'm
her
slowly
arm
starting to
through
become
your
the leader.
arm and like start walking with you down that
Oh,
road.
you don't need to be that close.
Do you allow the arm in arm, Rory, or do you kind of like?
yeah, mostly because she doesn't want to like piss her off.
All right, so Rory and Sior are,
Yeah.
If you want to go, first.
All
Are you
right.
sure?
are freezing right there.
No, hey, I'm not the one that goes first. So
You could
yeah.
ask nicely.
No, she just grabbed my arm, didn't she? So she'll like kind of like back up a little bit.
Well, no, I apologize.
Go
You guys need to
first.
freeze here for me.
Okay.
Fucked up. You fucked
No,
up.
I totally want to go.
All right.
Totally wanna back up just a little bit.
I can send Hecate ahead.
It's all right. I got an AC of 20, so hopefully that'll work.
You're with a bunch of impulsive assholes.
All right. Ciora, you take 4 acid damage, and then Rory, you take 8 acid damage as the two of you,
There's no
your
save?
feet through. There's no save. Something beneath the murky water begins to sizzle, and it takes for a second to realize something acidic is burning through your shoes and feet right now.
D8.
And you both back up, and you realize your feet are still burning. As you guys lift them out of the water, there's acid literally on the bottom of them. And they're like, you have
I'd try to cuddle a little
1,000, 2,000,
And,
3,000,
Oh, take the
4,000,
bloody
water.
fucking shoes off.
5.
Take
Now we
your
have to get out of
shoes
the
off
water.
up there.
Yeah,
I
Rory takes off
cast
her shoes.
elementalism. Wait, hold. I'm
Ooh.
casting elementalism. I'm not familiar. I need to just pull up the spell, but stop counting.
6,000, 7,000,
Oh.
8,000. 6,000 was the cap off, so I'm just fucking with you now.
Okay, it is
I thought you guys wanted to go right.
beckon water. Create
Or
a
you
spray
just
of cool
glares
mist
at
that
him.
lightly dampens creatures and objects in a 5-foot cube. Alternatively, you create 1 cup of clean water, either in an open container or on a surface. The water evaporates in a minute. So I'm going to create a cup of clean water on the surface of my shoes and like swish it away.
Swish it away. And Rory, you immediately go down and you begin to take your shoes off, right? So you just have taken your shoes off completely. Okay, go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw for me to get like gangrene or some sort of infection from this water.
Plus
That's a
3
joke.
to your saving
That's a
throw.
joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a
Okay,
joke.
thank God.
But
Thank
every round you guys would have taken more
Thank
and
God for
more
gangrene.
damage. So
I still think this is the right way, even though there's acid on the ground.
I think it's not the right way then. Maybe we should go a different way.
Maybe we should go straight.
Yes.
Oh
also
yeah,
perhaps-
what happens if there's acid down that way too, and the left way?
How
Well,
about
we
you
don't
let me
know that
walk
there is
first and I'll
yet.
find out.
Fine,
Yeah,
then walk
we-
first.
we
Sorry.
could send the you can go first if you want. It's okay.
I love this so much. We have
Sorry,
like
if you
such
have
an
a-
easy
if,
way of
like-
finding this out. We just
Hecate-
won't.
Well, the problem with Hecate that I think I can see now is very useful for visual scouting, but
to be fair,
Because
you guys
I was
don't
here for
see
a
what's
reason.
underneath the water, right? So Hecate might not even seen that, just above table, like
Oh, okay.
that's under the
I thought it
water,
was
so that
just, like-
neither of them would have saw what they just stepped on or stepped in. I drew a red
Okay,
line
that
where
makes
that
sense.
burning was happening under the water. Go ahead and roll a nature check, everyone, though.
nature.
Nature.
I'm not good at nature check.
Damn, that was almost nat 20.
Dang, Riminus.
I'm
3.
rolling really good tonight, though. Yeah, 15.
Nice.
Acid, clearly.
Well, what Reginald and Riminus notice is that these are what's called green slime. It can be found in a lot of dungeons, and obviously it's almost alive, but it doesn't necessarily move or run around, but it kind of clings to surfaces, and it's acidic. It's kind of like a very dangerous fungi or slime, I should say.
Hermanos like flips to a page in his book
Mildew.
that he takes notes in and is like reading out.
Yeah.
Does anyone happen to have a stick or other organic material that they would be willing to part with?
Reginald, you would also
Hand you a
know
bone.
with a 15, direct sunlight or any amount of cold, fire, or radiant damage destroys a patch of green slime with that 15 check.
Well, we could try to detect them by,
You said
you know,
radiant damage?
Cold, fire,
Radiant
radiant.
fire.
cold, fire.
Oh.
Oh, I can
Oh, it's
do any
can
of
do that too.
those.
Yeah,
okay,
same.
yeah. I got a cantrip radiant damage.
I have
Okay.
I summon I've changed my mind. It's not a serrated dagger. It's a flail. She has a flail. because
Of
why
course
not?
she does.
And because I realized I can do martial weapons, so I summon my psychic flail, and just start whacking the water in front of us. It does psychic damage.
Yeah, it's unfortunately the psychic is not doing anything
Oh,
to
sorry,
it.
radiant. I can
Oh, it
do
does
radiant
radiant
damage
damage.
with it.
Okay. Yeah,
I
so
can choose.
there's no like checker thing like this. You just start moving forward through and why is that being weird?
We're still going
Whack,
right. Okay.
whack.
Who's
I'm
like,
actually-
it takes psychic damage? I'm just gonna use vicious mockery
It's
against the slime.
kind of like clearing. It's like you're clearing out
Terrible,
you're
terrible
reaping
slime.
and you eventually kind of get off to the other side and it seems to have stopped at that point. Seem to have cleared the way.
Rory, are my shoes completely ruined?
Yes, they are. The mundane shoes are completely ruined.
Well, luckily,
Well, you know,
I have-
I'll whatever. To be fair, like you both took an action, and I'm not punishing one person for having to destroy it. So they got like you took them off, and then you were able to scrape it off on the walls. They're usable shoes.
excellent.
They already had holes in them, didn't they?
Yeah.
They did.
Oh, that's funny. I should have gave you double damage, but it's okay.
Maybe that's why you took damage at all in the first place.
That's fair.
Oh, real funny.
Shall we?
Certainly.
Do you want to send your owl?
Yes, sure. And
I'm just helping. I'm
Sounds
just
like
doing my
what you
thing.
had.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
You see it going north to a door to the north there, and then you do see this going south to a door.
And what do the doors look like?
That's a great question. Go and roll a perception check. It is dark vision, so this will be a disadvantage from a distance unless you're okay with her getting close to them. Your call.
Well, she has 120 feet dark
The-
vision.
The technical raw is that
Oh yeah,
it's pitch
good,
black. To be fair, it's pitch black where you guys are walking through, and dark vision allows you to see through it, but perception checks are still a disadvantage. You could try and move forward if you felt safe enough to not even have to get a check by just getting close to these doors, but it's your call.
If I were to, because I do have produce flame, as a cantrip, so that's bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet. And I were to get like 35 feet of the door.
I could theoretically just cast light on your owl. I have light.
Oh,
as a
yeah.
cantrip.
That works
Can you do that on a quote unquote
I don't know if I can do it on a
creature?
creature, but I could always just tie a piece of cloth on the
Here.
owl's like neck.
I mean, that's
or a
fine.
Bandolier or something.
Yeah, if Reminos is okay with that, I'm fine with that.
I was
So-
like a lantern that's like 60-foot cone and dim light for an additional 60 feet.
You have lots of light sources, it seems.
That's a lot of light.
What did you how much light does light do?
It's like it's not crazy. I think it's
Is it 30 then 30? Like dim and then
20 foot. Oh wait,
Is that a
bright light,
spell slot
20
though?
feet, and then dim light. No, it's can't.
No, it's
Light's a
okay.
cantrip.
Oh,
it's 20 then 20.
Yeah, 20 bright, 20 dim.
Okay. Let's just make this cool. Just giving her a little radius so you guys can kind of see like that's
Yeah.
her radius of light, right? So beyond that,
Awesome.
perception checks are still disadvantage. So still just a matter of how close she wants to get to the doors.
Okay.
Reginald
get
will
her-
cast light, and two little specks of glowing light light up from under the helmet.
Oh, 2 specks of light glow from under the helmet.
Just a little
Mhm.
tiny.
Mm.
Teeny tiny.
Raminos makes a mental note and sends Hecate close enough, just close enough to be able to see the doors and make a perception check.
To be fair, at this
Sure.
point, you don't even need a perception check
Okay.
for it. That door there to the south is an iron-bound door. It's like wooden and iron, but you do notice that this one is like seems to be swollen with like moisture. That the wood itself is swollen, soaked in a lot of water over the time.
Okay. And
yet.
the one up north?
Same kind of door. It is iron bound with wood, but doesn't seem to be as much swollen with moisture as the other one.
Well, what was that poem riddle or something
I would
about
actually
water
wanna
in
read
there?
that too.
To
Rescue
rescue
Wave?
Wave, you must do battle with the beast in the boiling bubble.
I think I think the locked door is the way to go. The beast in the boiling bubble.
Although, is that here?
The riddle seems to indicate like somebody left this after they stole those weapons, and they wanted the people to come and find it. So the that riddle poem does associate to this dungeon. Yes.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Well,
Because
That's a
the
good
first
question.
one,
Could
you
be-
must go to the feathered mound. So I was like, okay, that's
That was White
Um,
Plume Mountain. That was this is the mountain.
okay. But then the implication is that the other paragraphs still are connected to.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we can
like-
go that way.
I feel like the best place to find the boiling bubble is here, I guess. Volcanic, wet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Across cavern vast. Where
So you guys go
chambers
into the
fall.
door with the swelling.
Yes.
Meow. 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 Meow.
Told you right was the right way.
Is anyone good at checking for traps
I am.
in particular?
For you. I'm good at walking through traps.
How about by making sure there aren't any in the first place?
Ever like to roll investigation check?
I'll do my
Can more than
best.
one of us do it?
Sure. Only because you said it before anybody rolled poorly.
Well, I didn't roll well anyway. So.
17.
17.
Again.
So swollen with moisture. You do find that there is some sort of mechanical mechanisms in the hinges. So there's some sort of automatic mechanical ness to it. Doesn't look like there's anything like obviously going to like point you with needles. There's no wards. It's not gonna. You look around and you're kind of like, does that trigger something else? It seems to be an automation to the door.
So like perhaps a closing and staying closed automation
I
or
shrug.
opening.
It's on the hinges for
Well,
sure.
that's
Mm.
interesting machinery. It's definitely not trapped, but I don't like the look of this mechanism.
I have mage hand if we. I
Yeah.
mean, if it like.
I can, if everyone's okay waiting, I can virtually cast Detect Magic.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily magical. It's too mechanical.
Can't be both.
I guess it could be, but it's like just a straight door, right?
Yep. Ironbound wooden door.
Is there any like gap?
Who's been
in
working
the-
out a lot?
any
Unfortunately,
gaps?
there's no gaps just for the fact that
No
it's
gaps.
literally described as a
Yeah.
swollen door. So it's like
I was gonna
really
feel if there was
filling that
any-
space up as much as
Yeah.
possible.
I was gonna see if there was any currents coming through the water at our feet from under the door.
I don't think there would be current coming underneath it, because I'll just stick with the fact that it's like sealed in that way and it's just been soaking in the moisture.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure we have 10 minutes to spare. I would rather be safe than sorry.
Let's just say 10 minutes go.
I agree.
Detect magic. Bloop. Nothing is popping up on the door or the hinges that he
Nothing?
points out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it locked?
Does not appear to be locked.
Okay. I will.
Yeah, there doesn't appear to
Whoa,
be
whoa,
even
whoa,
be a
whoa.
keyhole on it or anything.
Rory.
Hey, why
Whatever.
don't I just cast my mage hand and then I open it?
What's
Be
that
smart
behind
about
you?
it. I'm not falling for that shit. Yeah, you got me. You got me real good.
I will.
Wait,
I
can
will
our mage
open it.
hands do it together and then they can high
Do-
five at the end?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Minor
let's do it.
illusion behind you. Some like wispy green ghosty looking thing.
Oh look, a ghost.
So you're trying to open with mage hand, is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dual mage hands.
Screw.
Should we thumb warp who gets to open the door?
Yeah.
Both of you roll
This is
dex.
spectacularly bad. No, I'll just be honest.
I just wanted to do the mage. Now I want to do the
We
mage
can.
hands, Dexter, and strength checks,
No,
please.
let's do it.
No one's ever done that before, and I just want it to happen. It's choose. I think correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that'd be either a strength or dex check. Probably strength, but I don't
I'm
know.
backing up before they do this.
Strength.
Would it be?
Terrible. Terrible roll.
Oh.
I declare thumb warmth. And then, I remember those wins it in the end. I'm just using to as the vision as the door opens up.
Ooh.
Oh.
So what you see inside are glass globes, decently large, maybe like 2 feet across, kind of opaque, but seems like you can kind of see inside of them. And they're all suspended from the ceiling by just some this like heavy looking chains. But there's 9 of them suspended in the room of different colors.
Reginald will step in.
You still have a detect magic,
Ooh.
right?
I do. Anything popping off?
Oh, that's a great question. So this will be we're I think we're first going to touch on some what I call dungeon magic, right? It's just like rules they made for the dungeon, and you would see that in the chains, going from the top down to the glasses themselves. Let me look at detect magic and let's get a real refresher on that. Let's see what they've done with it in on 2025. All right, for the you sense a magical effect within further other if you sense protecting detect magic action and see a fate or wherever on any visible creature object in the area that bears the magic, and if any effect was created by yells, spells blocked by 1 foot, so when dirt, wood, or 1 inch of metal, or thin. It doesn't say anything about glass now, does it? So, yes. I think I'd be fine saying you see in one of them there's a glowing spell scroll, and another one there's or 2 of them have glowing spell scrolls, and one of them has a glowing potion.
Look. Point them out.
Have you ever been in a dungeon like this before?
Has everyone gone inside,
Or-
or is this what we got? Cool. The door closes, and Reginald and
Fucking
Ciora are inside of there.
Oh, so Ormenis is outside?
Megan, you can choose, but Rory definitely said no, and I was just using what I see on the screen.
Yeah, I think I would have hung back.
Yeah.
Based on what Reginald had said.
I'll give you this details for free. I mentioned there's not a keyhole in the back, but there's a keyhole on this side. And as the Reginald and Ciora, as you were like, "Oh, this look," you like, "There's a spell scroll in this." You see inside of it a key, and then you notice all of them have a key in it.
Why am I getting Saw vibes?
Love it. Me too.
There's a
I
wide
made a Saw reference earlier.
besides the things that were glowing, there's other things in there that aren't glowing, but you would notice like, oh, is that jewelry? Oh, okay. This one is swirling with something inside of it. You see one
Wait,
that's a
so the door
ring in it.
closed.
Yes, Riminos and
You
Roy on
guys
the
are on the other
outside.
side.
Is the
Nothing.
room
Rory
filling up
laughs.
with water?
The room is
That was the
not
perfect time for
filling
me to
up with
fucking
water.
I'm making a run for it.
Does Rory
That's
try?
totally-
Please, out of curiosity.
I know, and then I teleport in the room.
Yes, please.
Make an intelligence check.
You know what? I'm a.
That's such a
I'm
broken
not gonna
ability in
lie,
its own way.
feel
And I
like
love
she
it.
does. I know. I'm not gonna lie. I think she does.
Yeah.
She would not squander this ability, man. As soon as she gets like separated, she's like, "Fuck, I'm out of here." Yeah.
Riminos, what do you do if you see Rory turning around? Do you say or do anything? I want to give you a chance to react to it too.
He just turns back around. I think he's like,
Like I don't say
and
anything.
also he knows she's gonna just warp back. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Maybe that room is like warded with magic. And you're now in the room with them. And Riminos, you're the one on the outside.
I think he kind of chuckles when he hears her like hit the ground.
God damn it.
Do you hear her?
Well-
Does she hear her hit the ground?
Or I guess, yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, is it?
Splash,
is-
maybe.
Can I
Is
hear
there
anything?
sound?
No, yeah, you guys can be like, hello? And like, yeah, I hear you. And so you hear like Rory on the other side.
Can I try to open his door?
Rory-
Swearing.
Rory,
The door does
excuse
not
my-
budge at all.
Torm, excuse my language, but that was fucking stupid.
Yep. I know. Had to try, didn't I?
Did you? Whatever.
You
Let
can't
me get
blame
us
me.
out of here.
Let me say something kind
Before
of
that,
real quick. Let me just say something just for Megan's benefit. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything you can do on the outside. Above table, what I would say, if that's boring and you want to be in there so you can problem solve with them, just shout it out. But unfortunately,
You
there's
can turn into a fly.
I'll only say there's nothing you can do to the door. That's let me make sure that's clear. There's nothing you can do to the door. So just let me know if you want to be in there with them to be able to problem solve. But
Turn into a flea and crawl under the door.
Yeah, can I do that?
Can we
Maybe
open
not
the
a
door
flea.
from our side with like, and this can be a check or something if you want, with like a key?
oh yeah, I mean it's pretty obvious. You need to find the right key, right? There's 9 keys
Right.
in all of these
Let's-
globes. Yeah, so it's definitely possible. But I'm just giving Megan a chance
Before-
here to kind of. I like the idea of a flea.
Yeah.
There is that water though. Do you just want it to happen, or do you
Flea
want like an
swim?
athletics check to swim? I'm fine if you just want it to happen. But I was just imagining you'd like swimming through the water as a little flea, like against the currents.
Yeah, no, I kind of am curious.
for your life.
But I'll do that separately while everyone's starting to investigate.
Can we? Do these globes look breakable? Does there look to be any spell work or anything on it that would happen if we were to break them and open them up to get what's inside?
Real quick, I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to move you guys all out. Something will be easier if I have it on your screen too. I'm going to reveal something on this, but I just need to move your tokens real quick to do it.
It's just
let's do that.
before we touch anything.
They're numbered for
Wait,
reasons. Yay!
Your
Now
name
I can
says
see 'em.
Regina.
Why does it
Your
say?
name-
Who
Oh,
named me?
Oh my god, that's funny.
that's so funny. It's Reginald. It's just you're being cut off. That's funny.
Oh, I thought somebody renamed. God,
Fucking Regina.
Okay.
that might
So
get you killed.
the glass doesn't seem to be reinforced with magic or anything like that. It appears to be just be glass.
Is there any like mechanism that like if we break it, the things inside will shatter or anything like that?
I don't think there should need to be checks involved with like everything in there seems pretty sturdy. There's still that little bit of water in here, so you're like, oh, something might drop in the water. But everything looks like maybe they're gems and there's like that jewelry and such.
Let's
Yeah.
stand underneath the spell scrolls while someone else cracks it so I can catch them.
Yeah.
Before
Sphere
we
2.
crack.
You can see they're labeled or say what you're gonna say, Reginald.
Before we crack anything, I just let's not make any rash decisions and let's do some thinking.
Well, if we open all of them, we can try all of the keys for the door.
I don't think it's going to be that simple. And besides, I might have a solution for that anyway.
Why? But
What I want to do is, remembering the part of the poem about boiling bubbles, I'm going to go to each of the orbs and see if any of them are giving off heat.
Nope.
Nothing? Okay. Nothing's bubbling?
Nope.
Okay. I can try to pick the lock on the door. I don't know if it'll work.
You try to pick the lock and it's not possible.
It will not work.
Yep. Literally, there's the
It will-
keys.
Okay.
It's that dungeon vibe, magic
Let's
vibe.
break some orbs.
So there's a lot of different orbs with different things in them. So it's like I don't expect all of us to remember them. So like one has what looks like little coins in it of some sort. Like, and there's a bunch of them, but there's also a key in it.
Wait, it has what?
300 what looks like coins in it with a key in it.
Has what now?
And
I
then
had to let the dogs out.
the
Sorry.
second one has one of the spell scrolls in it. The third one has what looks like jewelry in it. The fourth one has the potion in it. The fifth one has gems in it. Sixth one has more jewelry in it. And then the seventh one has a scroll in it. The eighth one has a ring in it. So,
I want all of them. I want all of them.
Is there any,
and the
is
ninth
there
one
any of
has
them with-
gems in it. Yeah. So I don't expect us to remember all that, but I don't know if anything points out to anybody.
Ciora
Okay.
is like, looks like a junkie, like jonesing for her next hit. She's like shaking, like barely restraining herself from smashing this first one.
Let's not drop literally the roof on ourselves. So
Come on, you
Let's
gotta do
be
something,
smart.
man. You gotta do something, or I'm gonna do something.
is there any of them that look significantly less impressive than the rest?
You're not gonna Indiana Jones this.
You don't fucking know that. He said this was an old module.
Holy.
Roll a insight or history check.
Ooh,
Just trying to think of something
not
intelligence
very good
based.
at those. Sure, why not?
I guess investigation's also.
Oh, I would much rather do investigation.
Well, let's take the 13 plus
13 plus 8.
21. They all have different. I'll give you this expert eyes. Like, oh, the jewelry and the to be fair, it should be a disadvantage, but it is what it is. The third sphere, the jewelry looks real compared to the ones in sphere 6. That's like the best I can give you, I think, out of like what's like everything's just kind of like hiding out in there. It's like,
Okay. Yeah, Reginald will step over. You said orb 3.
mm-hmm.
Reginald will step out and draw a very long rapier, almost like duelist style, like fencing, and will simply poke it and break it open or shatter it.
Stuff the jewelry and one of the keys falls out, and then from inside the orb is like a space as an air elemental fills up that space there, and we roll initiative.
Ah, shit.
Just gonna back you guys up a little bit, just
Yes.
yep, yep.
This is a very tight quarter.
Guys, we should break them all. We should break them all. We should break them all.
Why?
Oh,
Okay.
get all
Fuck me!
stuck.
Why is he right next to me?
To be
Just
fair,
so you
I
know,
gotta
man.
check if some of you guys can
He's right
occupy
next to
space.
everybody.
So some of you might have been in that, but I just had to move you out real quick and then get out of the way. Oh, it's funny.
I would
Yeah.
definitely be in it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can occupy space, but it's been a while since I've run the. I don't know if the new ones are different. Boom.
I think the only one that doesn't is Earth Elementals.
Ooh.
Fight.
Ooh, I'm gonna use a cool
Cool.
bard ability
Yeah, let's get that
for
initiative.
this initiative.
Oh, everybody has an advantage on their initiative roll.
Thank you. I had a nat 1, so that's really great.
At least I think so.
Oh wait.
I'm gonna use.
Yes.
I'm gonna use a Tantum Footwork. When you roll initiative, you can expend one of your bardic inspirations. When you do so, roll your bardic inspiration die. You and each ally within 30 feet of you can see or hear gains a bonus to initiative equal to the number rolled. So let me roll that one to you.
Ooh, what do we get? What's our bonus?
+4.
Thank you.
And you're right on your ability, Rob, that everyone got advantage.
Yeah, it's all subjects within 30 feet, which is everybody.
Fuck yeah, that's sick.
Kill it. Really?
All right.
Rolled 17.
Yeah, so the two of you that were kind of in that space when it triggered was definitely Reginald. And I believe Romanos, I believe you're up here. And that's who I shifted.
Yeah.
So it's not hurting you, or there's nothing necessarily bad happening in the moment, but you're definitely occupying the same space as it.
Question was that turning into a fly an official use of my wild shape?
You were purposely putting
I
yourself in danger, so I'll give it to you. Because like I above table would have just moved you if you wanted to say like, yeah, I want to be on the other side so I don't miss all the fun and get trapped out. So I'm fine with you just holding on to it. That's fine.
Okay. Well, yeah, I was gonna say he would have turned back into.
Yeah,
BT
narratively
then.
you turn into him and you turn back into you 1%. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
And with the new rules though, right? Isn't like the HP of the flea or fly, what do you said, is now like the HP of your your like actual druid? I think that's for the new ones.
24 temporary hit points when I shift into wild shape.
On top of your normal HP.
Oh yeah, and then on top of my normal HP, and then my AC is 18 unless the beast AC is higher.
Yeah, so you can be a flea with like if you're a level 20 character, you can be a flea with a shit ton of HP. I love it.
But also I can't do actually I can cast spells in wild shape. Not all of them, just a few of them, but
Oh right, I forgot. Yeah, you have a couple. That's really cool.
Do you want Hikari to be in the initiative? Technically, you can.
Sure.
I mean, to be fair, she's.
No.
I'm assuming she's here. You might want to roll it just in case there's a crazy AOE or something, and she gets caught up in it. Unfortunately, she could.
Yeah. Yeah. Ow. It's plus.
Oh.
When.
I got a question for you, Nate.
Yes, ma'am.
So rolling initiative, is that like an action, bonus action, or reaction technically, or is that like a
rolling an action? Or
rolling initiative?
Well,
rolling
so
initiative is just a skill check. It's not necessarily a action or anything. It's just rolling a skill check. Is I think how you would interpret it. But old bards used to get bonuses on their initiatives because it's a skill check technically. And they used to have bonuses to their skill checks.
Well, I have with my subclass, I have this feature called Agile Strikes, which I can do an unarmed strike as a part of using a bardic inspiration. But I think that's like once you're in combat.
Oh, that's really interesting, right? Because you use the bardic inspiration on somebody for their initiative. Did you spend one to do that?
I did, but it says here. I'll just pop it up. It's in Roll20.
That's such an interesting little wrinkle.
Yeah, because
it doesn't like it says you can like react. Remember reactions? I kind of explained recently, I think in one of our chats, because I was talking about counterspell. Really, they kind of take place outside of turn order. They don't really say it clearly, but that's kind of how they operate. So if you're using your bardic inspiration at the top of initiative and you are within striking range, I think that ability would trigger because all it says is if you use a bardic inspiration, it doesn't have to be combat.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering that because I was like, I mean, it's a cool. I only have so many bardic inspirations, and this is like one of my main features as far as like giving the bonus to initiative. So yeah,
in my opinion, it could happen. And like this might be the one time ever you'll roll initiative with something right next to you too, right?
Yeah. Okay, sweet. I'll just give him a little whap. My subclass is a college dance, and so how she fights is like very dancer, but it's almost like very
Capoeira.
graceful and yeah, capoeira exactly, where she just comes up and like with a swift kick. See if she can do it. Land a strike. Oh my god, that's a terrible roll. 11.
11, I believe. Yeah, 11's a miss. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So that is your reaction, though, once we get into it. So you don't have a reaction until later. But Siora, you're up first.
Oh, she's still got this weapon, right? You know, that she was brandishing. Actually,
Yeah, the flail it's very Levitar.
it is. Yeah, it's very Leviatar. And she's, man, I'm next to it. I don't like being next to things. Not the place I would like to be. I'm going to. Sorry.
Learn your character right now.
I think she's gonna. Yeah, she's gonna take a step back. She's gonna take 2 steps back.
You're okay with an attack of opportunity from it?
Yeah.
Okay. And you do notice it triggers at the 10-foot reach. So you're like at the 22 to hit.
1 second. Shield.
And that takes you over 22. Bam! And you break it. Love
23.
it. Nice. Ooh, that's a juicy AC. That's right, you hex bladed.
I know.
Yes. Yeah, Deppa. Love it.
Okay. So, and she's going to, she's gonna like spin her flail, like, and like as it flings up, she's gonna launch 2 Eldritch Blasts.
That's cool.
Ooh,
All
what kind of
right.
invocations you got on that?
We'll see. Wait, I'm sorry, I rolled the wrong thing. It's the same. It's the same. It's still a +9, so that still would be an 18.
18 will hit. This is my weird brain right now is going, how does cover work right now with 2 people in it? I don't think they would count. You still hit, but I'm just talking out loud.
It's a size larger, right?
I do need a I'm fine for now. I don't think large matters, actually, if I remember correctly from what I read. So like you still hit, but like Rory technically would have been giving him +2 to the AC. But you would have easily been able to do this. And I was then going, well, what about the 2 in there? I don't think they would count as cover. You could maybe argue that, but I'm not. It's about line of sight. So I think that'd be, well, I guess he technically would block this one back here. So yeah, so you would have had +2 from a multiple different reasons because of them. So just a weird little wrinkle. That was the first time I had to think about people inside of a creature for half cover or cover rules. But you still hit. So go and let's see that first damage.
Okay, so this is the first one. 8.
All right. That's force damage.
22.
22 hits. Yeah.
Ooh, 13.
Nice.
And these are both, do I get to choose when it's repelling blast?
I allow people to choose, yeah.
Okay. It slams it back into the wall twice.
Okay. All right, anything else?
I think I'm just going to start with that. We're just going to not spend too many resources in one turn.
Cut that?
Okay. Hecate is going to fly
Fuck you right here.
as far away from the elemental as possible, and the owl has flyby, so it does not provoke opportunity attacks.
Correct window.
That's it.
Did you want to do a help action for like advantage? Because you can.
Oh yeah, I forgot I could do that.
Since they have
Yeah.
flyby. I'm assuming it's all works the same like the old 2014 owl.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll give the help action to Rory since she's up next.
Well, it's like it's whoever's
Oh,
next.
well,
You
I
do the
guess
help
you-
and move on, and then whoever gets their next attack roll.
Okay.
And
Yeah. Well,
it's been a while. I think it's a melee, right? I think it has to be melee for that help action. Okay, so Rory, you're up.
Because it can distract. It can be ranged. Because
It can be ranged.
I use that with my rogue. Yeah, because it's distracting them.
Oh, Rory, what is your dexterity score?
18.
Oh,
Plus 4.
guess what? The elemental goes before you. They have a higher dexterity score. That's actually impressive. I guess he's made out of air, so he's pretty dexterous. Okay. Okay. Reminos and Reginald, I need you to both make me strength saving throws, please.
+3 on yours.
Good call out. What is your radius on that, Reginald? I'll
Plus
get
10 feet.
10 feet. 10
everybody but
feet
you
for
are right now.
Reginald. There, just so I can see it.
Ooh.
All right, I see an 18 for a total of 21.
12.
And then 12. 12 is the failure, half on the success. So the full damage is 22 thunder damage.
Ow.
Yeah, and so that 22 is halved to 11 for you, Remenos. And Mhm.
I would let. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that actually. I was thinking of absorb elements, but since it's just half, I'm just gonna take the damage.
fair enough. And you're pushed 20 feet away, Reginald. 5, 10,
Oh,
15, 20.
Wow.
And you have the prone condition. Yeah, so like remember it's like an air, right? It's like just like outside your house right now there, Rob. The storm is trying to push you around. And that's its turn. Rory, you're now up. Oh, here comes the recharge on that. This one's a 4 or 5 or 6. It's got a little bit more range than usual. So it does not get that whirlwind back. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see. I think I think I'm gonna use Vicious Mockery on this guy because a wisdom save 16.
Let me I want to mention one thing because you're just making me think of it being a coherent creature. One thing I think I've noticed in 2024, when you like fight like an air, like in the past, if you guys came across an air and earth or whatever, they're like, oh, they know earth language or they know air language. They made primordial language much more practical in 2024. Like I'm looking at air elemental, it says languages primordial parentheses Orin, right? So I think before it just said like Orin on
was
the
only
old
Orin,
ones.
yeah.
Yeah, so primordial got kind of like a buff in that way. It's just like a weird thing for everyone to consider when they're like picking out weird languages for your characters. Okay, Vicious Mockery, wisdom check is a 15. Or wisdom
Oh, you
saving
rolled a
throw.
15?
Yeah, I rolled a total of 15.
Okay, that's a fail.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna take 2d6 psychic, and then so he takes 6 psychic, and then he's gonna have disadvantage on next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
10-4.
So I'm gonna do that. I only have one action. I think I'm going to step away. Oops. I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna take that attack of opportunity if he tries to hit at disadvantage.
Yeah, you're moving within. Beyond 10 feet. Swing, bada, 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 swing. First roll was a 14. Second roll was an 18. So 14 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. Swoop. And you're out. Anything else?
Don't think so.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm good.
Remittance.
Okay. I think I will start with
Shit.
um
Sorry, I was gonna do one bonus action really quick.
no,
I
go
think,
for it. I thought I knew what
um,
I wanted to do, but
Sonora is kind of squishy,
Sonora.
right? Sonora.
Ciora?
Cinerita.
Are you calling her
Um,
boring? Sonora?
Chiquitita.
Sonora.
Sonora?
Um,
Snore.
she's warlock, right? Kind of squishy.
Lindsay? Lindsay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
As
I
a
was reading my spells.
bonus action,
They're talking about
I'm
you
gonna
being
cast.
squishy, and so Rory's trying to do something for Ciora.
That's really
Yeah.
sweet. I'm not that squishy.
Okay, what's your AC?
23 right
23
now. Yeah, it's
Okay,
really
great.
good.
Never mind. Carry on. Oh, actually, you know what? Okay, so it's okay. It's a
Usually
Remenos.
18.
That's more squishy, right?
Yeah, I have 17 AC.
Okay, so could I do a bonus action first? Spell on a Remenos and then move away on my turn.
If you wanted to touch them on your way out, shit.
Yes. I want to cast a Bark Skin on a Remenos
Mm.
Ooh, cool.
as a bonus action.
Bark skin? I guess it makes his bark
Yeah.
skin as a bonus action. Cool. Sweet.
Isn't Barkskin
Good,
16? Does your AC to
Armor
16?
class 17, actually.
Well, Ribbonus' AC is 17, right?
That is it. Yeah,
Yeah.
his AC.
Okay, well that's fine. My cool little loot gives me extra spells, so I just want to use
Well,
it.
just keep it, because I don't think anyone needs it,
Yeah,
but keep that
it
spell
wouldn't
slot.
do
Yeah,
anything.
or like,
Oh, I don't use a spell slot. Using it. It's like
it's a charge,
spell.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
keep the
because
charge.
it saves the charge. Is it
Well, I
'cause
guess
he's
I
Who
guess
else is gonna have?
I was gonna say, does anyone have below 17 AC? I guess
I
so.
know,
You're just
I
like,
didn't
That's true.
that's funny. That was
I love-
that's
It could
so.
be it could
Rory
be the
does
one
this,
single
and
AC.
That's
blind
impressive, to
event.
be fair, and that none of you guys have lower than a 17. That's great.
Yeah.
It's funny that
Love light
like
characters.
I imagine Rory does this, and Armin is just like, thanks.
You're
oh,
welcome.
that's so nice of you. Thank you. Just let me
Fine,
do it.
take it back.
I'll close him.
Okay, so yeah, I really just need to get out of the range of this guy because there's not much I can do. Close up, that's good. So I will move back, taking an attack of opportunity. Although
He
it
used
already
it, so
has.
yep. Mhm.
Oh, well, even better. And then I am going to cast Starry Wisp. I launched
I've seen
Love
this
that
one.
spell.
Yeah, I've been seeing
light
this one
at
pop a lot more.
or object.
I love that spell.
So I'm going to make a ranged spell attack against the target. 19.
19 will hit.
It takes 9 radiant damage, and until the end of my next turn, it emits dim light in a 10-foot radius, and I don't know if this is relevant, can't benefit from the invisible condition.
10-4.
And just for good measure, I'm gonna move back here behind these guys.
I always feel like it's a better fairy fire, because fairy fire you couldn't, like in the old one, you couldn't choose between allies, so this is like much more concentrated. It's like almost like it's just better. I guess there's no advantage, but okay. If nothing else,
Reginald is going to slam into the wall and then go down to a knee and then use half his movement to rise back up. And he's going to clench his fist that has the pauldron on, and he's going to, slam his hand down. Pauldron's going to lock down into like a sort of buckler. And he is going to look at this group over here and just kind of give a long sigh, and he's gonna rush 15 feet in.
All of us
And
just
make-
like shying away.
that's so funny. You're all like,
Ah.
and it's like, go get him, Reginald, have fun, bye. What are you attacking with,
Attack.
Reginald?
Rapier of Warning.
Okay. you started talking about like your pauldron or something.
Yeah, the pauldron shield.
My brain was imagining your gauntlet, and so I thought you were about to like power up a punch.
That would be cool.
And I had One Punch Man sound or theme song ready. I got way too excited.
Maybe later.
Okay.
First attack, natural 20.
That it is a beauty natural 20. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. You definitely a crit.
Oh.
So we'll maximize your first damage noise and then
Could
add
I?
the next one.
I guess it doesn't really matter much. I'm gonna smite on this, or is the smite a bonus action? You can't just do it on your attack anymore,
It's
No,
yeah,
you do the smite.
or you use your bonus action
when you
smite
hit.
on your
Yeah.
attack.
Yep. hmm
Sure, yeah, I'll smite.
But it
why
still
not? Might
counts as
well
part of
use
the crit.
opportunity.
Correct. Yep.
Might as well.
God, I didn't think about it. Somebody could argue with that. Maybe that doesn't, but that doesn't make any sense. Though, 'cause
I've always, because that's why smiting is powerful.
the old one, very straightforward. I'm not ever taking that away, but I'm like, I could see another DM arguing in 2024 because the old one didn't require a bonus action, right? So that's like a weird wrinkle, but it crits in my opinion. I don't think there's any reason not to. They already nerfed Paladin, like they nerfed it, so they still need that crit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Crit explosion. They just can't crit explosion 2 times now.
Shit, the first dice is maxed out, so that's
8 and 8. Yep.
8 plus
Jesus.
8. Wow.
20 damage? Did I do that right? Yeah, 20 damage. Just off of
That's
that.
just the weapon damage. That's
Yeah.
not even smite. Hold on. Is smite crit, or is that just straight?
He is resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
Of all
So
kinds.
yeah. Unfortunately, it's a 2024 one, so there's no longer silvered or anything like that.
You bastard.
So so the 20 is half the 10.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then
Okay.
but your smite's also doubled, and if it was just level 1, so another 2d8, and that will
Ooh,
not
good
be
roll.
halved, so that'd be 15. So you do
15.
25 to that hit.
Nice.
And then using Vex, I will get advantage on this next attack.
He is bloodied, or it is. I don't want to gender it. Who knows?
19. Wow. 26 to hit.
Yeah.
And then I will roll sneak attack on this because I have advantage.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, it only triggers now. Nice.
Mhm.
Nice. I was like, what would have done
Which is
on the
just like a
first one?
D6.
How many levels of rogue do you have?
2.
Nice.
I was wondering why you did that. I was like, that's a weird multiclass, but I just realized you did it for RP reasons because he's quote unquote reformed or whatever. Love it. Yeah, so 9 and 11 would have been half. Sorry, I was thinking to myself. So 5. Okay.
And I will brace myself. It doesn't do anything, but I'll do it anyway.
Seora.
Okay. So.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm going to have a fun turn. Diora is going to. You see some like energy starting to like kind of crackle around her. Her eyes turn. Her eyes are white and they get that like little spark, that little red spark in the very back of her eyes. And I'm going to quicken Chaos Bolt. So I'm going to roll that as a bonus action. Second
Sorcerer.
level.
Sorry, no. That was more of a
Mhm.
question to myself.
All right. Come on. Big money. 19. Hits. Nate, you're muted.
I was checking Reginald for for cover, but you're good. You got him right. You got all those visible.
Oh, if you roll lightning, that's gonna suck.
I know. Well, I get to it's 2d8 plus 1d6. So I roll 2d8. I get to pick which one. Nice, a 7 and an 8.
Oh, that's wild.
Okay,
I haven't seen this one yet.
I'm gonna do psychic. So I'm gonna use the 7 on the dice to do psychic damage.
Psychic damage, I'm pretty sure is good.
wait, and I need-
Yeah, psychic goes through.
Okay, so 15, and I need the 1d6.
There's that new sorcerer cantrip too. I think it's called like Sorcerer's Burst, which is really cool.
21
Nice damage rolls.
psychic
Golly.
damage. And then for my action, I'm going to do 2 more Eldritch Blasts.
That's wild.
Golly.
Wait, that's a
Okay.
bonus action?
I quickened it.
Oh, you quickened it.
I quickened it. I spent my sorcery points to
Yeah,
quicken
so
it.
that turns into bonus action. That's sick.
So I can use a cantrip for my action.
Fuck yeah.
I'm just so excited.
No, that's sick.
23 on the first. I'm just going to wait the other to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, only 12 on the second.
23 hits.
Oh, 14.
Nice. He had 3 health
That's
left.
39 damage.
That's
Nice.
great. Sick.
All right. Well, fucking Lindsay's the new Archie.
I'm the new what? What?
Sorcerers.
The new Archie.
Oh.
All right. We're out of initiative. That was a good shot. Chaos Bolt, Psychic.
killed it?
Yep. Had 3 health left. And 2 Eldritch Blasts. Cutting through it. And it's gone.
Was anybody hurt?
I run
No.
over and get the jewelry.
She
I
said
killed
she said she's doing it.
I killed it.
Reginald
I
is
get the
hurt.
prize.
No.
I've been worse.
But you've also been better.
I was just better 20 seconds ago. Yes.
Would you like to be healed or not?
Are you? You're offering?
Is anyone contesting Siora going for the jewelry?
Mm-mm.
No.
Not anymore.
To be fair, it's in the water, so there's like investigation checks to see who can find it and stuff. So if Reginald felt inclined to also be there with it, you also work closer, so you do get a shot at going for it also if you want. It's your choice.
Yora looks really determined.
As long as she
Angry.
splits it evenly,
Okay.
it'll be fine.
He doesn't intervene, so you pick up all these little pieces of jewelry out, and there's no contestant, so it takes you a second, but you start getting all of it, and you think you've got as much as you need to. But you also find the key that was in there also. So right now you have jewelry worth over 12,000 gold pieces.
Damn.
And it's just jewelry,
Never
so I'm
thought I'd
imagining
see
it's a
the
couple
day,
pieces
Rory.
couple of pieces. So
12,000
look for the-
GP.
I said never would have thought I'd see the day.
I don't want you
Hold on.
dead yet.
Other possessions.
Reggie
12
is going to look for the
more.
key specifically.
to be fair, I said Siora found the key also, since she was down
Oh, I
there,
didn't
and,
hear that. I
and
think-
you
I
guys were,
found the key.
and since you were getting healing, so
Are you paying
Uh,
attention to the key?
I tested the key.
you go over to the
It's
like-
door and you try it into it, and it is not the right key.
Yes. I hit one of the orbs with a spell scroll.
Oh!
I think 2 had one, so that would have been like the very first one you saw.
Could you just wait until I? No, too late.
What were you
Okay.
gonna do?
Nothing. I
uh,
was just gonna look at
we-
more orbs.
To be
To be
fair, it's
I
like
don't put it
oh.
from next to it. I will Eldritch Blast it from
Why am
15
I-
feet away. Because I don't want to be right next to it when it pops up.
Club table. I was like, I have so many fucking screens open with Roll20. I'm clicking on my DM screen, the draw of one, and I'm looking at the one I have for you guys for the VOD and stuff, and I'm trying to draw on it. I'm like, why the fuck is it not working? I'm literally going from my top screen down to my next one to try and do it. Oh, I need to
Can we
fix
at
my
least
setup.
Reorient before this next one you break, please. Can we
What?
reorient. You're breaking 2. We should probably.
You guys see Siora back up, and she's like, and you all like, ah, and you begin to move back as she blasts at
Okay.
you.
Okay.
So get in position.
Yeah.
And a spell scroll falls out, and a key falls out, and nothing else falls out.
You grab the spell scroll.
Okay.
Oh my! You are so crazy. Tonight.
What's the highest level spell you can cast right now?
Third.
Third. Okay.
Because then multi-class.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Like, it's gonna be a little weird. So let's see if it's what level spell this is. You can cast this spell, and I'm just easy identification for you. This is a fear spell scroll.
I almost
That's
took fear
weird.
too. And I grabbed the key.
Ooh. What other spell scrolls?
You
are
tried that
available here?
key, doesn't work.
You don't know.
Oh my god. Which one's the next one with the spell scroll?
Yeah, you
Like,
see that? Okay, this freeze frame for me as I totally think it's in character for Rory. Let me figure out which one it is as you go for it.
I think it was like 7 or 8. You said.
So yeah, 7 has one in it.
Okay.
So
I'm just gonna viciously mock it.
pretty sure
Blast with
vicious
psychic
mockery,
damage.
like psychic
Fine,
damage, is
fine.
notorious for like it does not work on objects. Unfortunately, you mock the glass and nothing happens. Unfortunately,
Fine, I'll
Blast
use
it
for
Starry
you.
Wisp.
Torm.
Starry
forgive
Wisp.
me,
I believe you
but
didn't
that
mock
was also
Reginald
fucking
for
stupid.
getting blown back in that.
the spell scroll falls out and another key falls out. I believe if she can do 3, you can do at least do 2. So that's a spell scroll of hold person. You guys take that key over to the door. Try it. It does not work.
Guys, we gotta just get them all. We gotta get them all. Gotta get them all. Gotta get them all. I smash a random orb.
Okay, no. This time I'll
1,
let it
2,
go.
3, 4,
Next
5,
time,
6. I'm
we're
gonna roll
gonna have
d6, starting with 1 as the 1. If you're okay, Lindsay, since you said random, so
Yeah,
I'm
I
just going
smash
with
a
1.
random.
Yeah,
I
there
just
you
That
go.
sounds
fire off
pretty
a
cool.
Eldritch Blast. a
So
random orb.
you go for 1. You're like, everyone's like ducking and dipping and diving, and she's just like, so from that one, you see like the 300, like what looked like coins or some sort of strange currency fall out with a key. But then you also see like swirling there. All of a sudden, you see left behind as an orb of like shadow, and then it's like, and there's 3 of them there, and 3 shadows appear, and we roll initiative.
Shit.
You are a fucking liability.
This is
I
why
Um,
I wanted to
Rory's
use
like dipping and dodging. She's like, fuck me, I thought I was bad.
I'm rolling so bad on initiative.
How do you add a spell scroll? I've actually never done that before.
I just
Oh,
added it to
man.
my
Oh,
other.
inventory.
Good
Mhm.
thing we have don't forget your advantage on initiative.
Thank you.
I still
Um,
have advantage because I have Sentinel Shield.
Okay, way to invalidate my match.
I'm just saying so Nate doesn't think I'm cheating.
And you still have bark
Mm.
skin. Don't forget about that.
Yes, the very helpful person.
You're just making everybody feel useless. Megan.
Oh, fucking,
How
I'll
could
take it
you?
back.
no,
Oh my
that's why I wanted
God.
to play this
Sorry, I
character.
actually made a like helpful character for
I
once.
know. Whole character.
It's so funny. Bards are so like utility people. Like I'm not a damage dealer, but I can control the fuck out of a situation for sure.
How about you try controlling it?
So I'm like vicious mockery. Yeah, take that. Everything else I have is like cure wounds, detect magic. Fuck
God's sake. I rolled a natural 1 and a 4 on my initiative.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's get
The
those
last round was
initiatives
like a 5 and
in.
4. Sorry, hold on.
Hurry up.
One of the reasons I was really excited to use this character during like a short
I
campaign
can't tell.
was because I'm like they're gonna be just too chaotic for like a long-term situation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that. I think you should bring this character out long term at some point.
This should be my next.
I will say,
No,
when
it's
we're
a
done
great
with
one shot.
MDM, when we're done with MDM, I'll bring this character back for.
Okay.
I think
Oh.
Lorelai should go Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and this could be
Ooh.
the other side.
To be fair, I've loved
Next
so many of your
character
guys'
play
like
on
I love your druid from the like Grey Hollow ones with the beat. Like I love so many of your guys' characters from the one shot. So I don't
We
know
got
what
some
you
cool
guys are
ones.
gonna do for your. I feel like the pressure's gonna be on for you guys for the if and when we get to the new campaign.
I know. I really like this one.
I've got a
Same.
fucking
All right,
awesome
still
idea
looking
of
for
what I'm doing
Riminos,
next campaign.
Hakate, and Siora's initiatives
Oh,
in
sorry.
there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I already knew what I got. I got a 19. But I just didn't put it in. Do we still, Rory? Do we still get the
Wait, do those not show up? Wait,
plus
no.
4?
I don't want to use necrotic inspiration.
Sorry.
I don't want to burn them all out. It's cool that the bards will get all their inspirations back after a short rest. Pretty neat.
Oh, that is nice.
That's really awesome.
Okay, sorry,
All good.
Taryn.
Riminos, you're first. You're on deck. Lorelei after that.
Hey. You know what? Why not? I'm gonna bonus action into a saber-toothed tiger, and I have a token for that, Nate, if that's helpful.
Thank you. Like legitimately, I'm like, oh, I gotta start looking through all my random shit.
DM's
Okay, thank you.
pet.
Nope,
DM's
I
pet.
gotcha. Don't worry.
No other person who DMs and understands. Pet. To be fair, she's doing that for everyone's enjoyment because less time Nate's doing shit is more time we're all playing. That's what,
I'm also picky, so I wanted to pick
yeah,
the token that I liked best.
Yeah.
I like that too.
So I am wild shaping into this saber-tooth tiger again. Oh shit, that's not what I meant to do. Fuck. Okay, there we go. I gained 24 temporary hit points, and I am going to. Okay, I guess I can't do that.
Oh,
It's so big.
what the hell am I looking at?
You're looking at the cheek of her token that I just dropped because it made it fucking
Jesus.
huge. It was just the cheek.
It's so funny.
It's actually what I don't even know what is word beyond gargantuan.
Gigantic, whatever. Gargantuan. There it
A
is.
I think
gargantuan.
gargantuan
Yeah.
isn't that the biggest? Yeah.
Yeah. Gargantuan's the one where like
Which is only like 20 foot.
no,
by
no,
20
to be
foot.
fair, officially gargantuan it's like it's minimally this and then it's anything beyond that.
Anything
above.
larger.
Yeah.
So it could be like an astral worm,
Yeah.
you know, or
Um,
like an orca.
and then actually, I will instead of going. Nah, I'll go up and pounce up to.
Doop, doop, doop. I know
Oh, I
your
can't
pants.
move it.
Oh, I apologize. I'm sitting here trying to like give you a fancy token in the background too. 1 second. I want to give you the Lauren Archie treatment of transformations, but uploading's
That's okay.
taking way
Plastic.
too long. Okay, one saved. Okay, edit all. Bam. You should be able to move it now.
Thank you. So I'm going to go up to here, and I am going to get to do 2 rend attacks on this guy with +6 bonus. So 23. for the first.
23 would be a hit.
Yeah, and I'm willing to bet that second one does not hit. Um.
Oh, I mean, what'd you
2d6
roll? They don't have the greatest ACs in the world.
8.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that one does miss, but like they're not as juicy as the last guy.
7 plus 4, so 11, and because of Circle of the Moon, I can make this radiant damage, so 11 radiant damage.
Oh. Well, that doubles the damage for 22.
Which I think we're
Lovely
using
damage with
meta
radiant.
knowledge.
I
was gonna do a spell with radiant damage.
please above table. It's up to you. Like this is not a boss fight, you know. And a boss fight should be unique enough that you guys don't know its strengths and weaknesses. It's shadows. I don't like punishing players for like the knowledge they've accumulated because you finally know, right? You can finally use radiant against the fucking shadows, and
Well,
you know, and
yeah,
you get to use the
I
double
feel like-
damage, and you feel cool. Like just go for it. People
And
can.
it's like, I think
D&D
because
I don't know what you're talking about. I was using my reference from Harry Potter with the Dementors.
Well, I was also
That's
going
different,
for
but-
like I feel like there's the even more well-known thing of like magical damage is better than non-magical damage for although I think all of your damage counts as magical at some point for at least in 2014. I don't know if that's the same for 2024. At some level all your wild shape damage
Counts as magical, yeah.
Monks
But remember
have
that
something
kind
like
of
that.
that kind of thing is kind of gone as far as I can tell. You know, have like those resistances and
didn't
less
see either.
magical. So I don't know if they would have that clarifier for wild shape
yeah
anymore.
so I probably would have gone for radiant damage.
Yeah, but giving you the option to change it, I think, is that new updated version. Now you can be strategic with it and such. So yeah, he's
like a
still up,
D&D
but
character-
looking rough.
A D&D character that is able to do radiant damage is probably like that asshole looks like radiant damage would probably work pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah, and then your
guess my
second hit
turn-
missed, or your second swing missed, right?
Yeah, it was an 8.
Have you used the multi-sided token before?
No.
Yeah, so you can right click on it, and then down there it says multi-sided, and then you hit choose side, and then you can change your token. So if you have any other wild shapes you want me to like plug in and try and get that going for you, you just
Okay.
holler at your boy. I can like,
Okay. Thanks.
because obviously we're gonna play these characters 1,000 more times. So I'm gonna do all of that ready. Okay, Siora's
Yeah.
ready.
All right, I'm going to. She's going to brandish her flail, and she's going to. Seeing how successful that radiant damage was, she's going to make an attack on this. I just realized it. Sorry, I don't realize I don't have a flail on here. That's not
Flail!
bad. Flail. But because of it's my packed weapon. It's my spell attack instead. I'm just gonna do Eldritch Blast instead of figuring out on D&D Beyond what it would be. It's a +9.
10-4.
Okay, so that's a 25 to hit. I am hitting with the flail. I just didn't know how to add it as my packed weapon in D&D Beyond. And then I'm going to do.
And you're doing this one right here
Vengeful
for you.
Blade.
Okay.
With this hit, I'm gonna cast the cantrip Vengeful Blade.
Flail!
Which is, I know, it's a cool new looking one. I brandish the weapon used in the spell's casting to make a melee attack against one creature. On a hit, the target suffers the weapon attack's normal effects and then radiates a dark aura of energy until the start of your next turn. If the target makes an attack or casts a spell before then, the target takes 1d8 necrotic damage and the spell ends. At 5th level, it also deals an extra 1d8 necrotic damage on a hit. So I'm going to do
it is immune to
1d8 plus
necrotic.
5, 1d8 plus 5 radiant, and then a d8 necrotic. Does that do anything?
Necrotic, unfortunately, is immune to that, but the radiant will at least be doubled.
It was a kind of a. I wanted to hit with my radiant thing, and this would
So
be my
what is
extra
the radiant
damage.
thing you're hitting with? So the flail itself
My
does
packed
radiant?
weapon.
So the pack weapon you can change its that's cool.
Yes. Yep. So with my packed weapon, Pact of the Blade, whenever you attack, you can use your charisma strength, and you can cause it to deal necrotic, psychic, or radiant damage.
That's cool as shit.
Or its normal
Yeah.
damage type.
Cool.
So I am choosing radiant. And
Alex, a melee weapon worth at least 1 gold piece.
and what?
I was just looking at Vengeful Blade, and it's like a melee weapon worth at least 1 gold piece. I'm like, but I would have used a pencil. Cool. Yeah. So how much radiant damage?
10 radiant damage.
10-4. Okay. So that's doubled. Yeah, or like the 5 is
20,
doubled
right?
to 10. Yep. Or 5 is double to 10. Am I missing something?
No, I dealt 10 damage.
Yes.
Because it's 1d8 plus 5.
Oh, it's 1d8 plus 5. Okay, 20 damage. Okay.
Yeah. So 20 damage. Big difference. And it's this one right here.
10-4. And he's bloodied.
I'm catty corner with. And
What
that's my
fucker's doing
turn.
radiant damage? What the hell?
Okay.
I have to use spell slots for that.
Rory's up.
Okay. So I could. Okay. I'm gonna do something kind of weird just because I like the spell, so fuck it. Let me do it. I'm gonna cast Fount of Moonlight on myself.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Oh,
Lovely.
and I rolled. Sorry, it rolls it automatically, but I have to. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So I have to hit for that extra radiant damage to effect. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna come up here 5 feet. I'm gonna say Ciora, right?
Mhm.
Ciora, take a bardic inspiration
for your
I let
job
out
well done.
lets out like a cackling laugh.
Okay, all right. Don't get too excited about it.
This is silly, but it's a running thing for me at this point. Bark inspiration tokens are breast cancer awareness ribbons. So you get the pink thing is what you.
nice.
It's just easy to remember. Breast cancer awareness. All right.
And since I used a bardic inspiration, I'm going to attack to hit.
That's a really cool little feature. I like
It's
that
really
a
cool.
lot. Yeah. 18 will hit.
18. So this is gonna be he's resistant to that. But do you want to keep that previous roll of the radiant damage when I cast the spell? I think it was a. It was
Sure,
11
since it's
total.
so good. You're welcome.
Right.
Okay.
That's radiant damage.
Bam.
Okay.
He's dead.
So bonus. Okay. And then that was 5 feet. And oh shit. Let me look at my movement. Okay, right. The regular 30.
Movement of your people.
Boom, boom. Boom. Let's do that.
In and out. In and out.
Okay. Sweet. I think that's it.
I got it.
Hecate will give does she have to be sorry, I didn't even realize this was a thing that familiars could do. Combat can what's the piece about it can give the help action?
Well, I think it tells you, at least the old one. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, so it just says a familiar can't attack, but can take other actions, and one of those other actions, one of those is help or dodge,
okay.
or yeah. So it's what's not said is why it's there. Yeah.
Okay. And 5 feet of view. Okay. So she will fly up to, I suppose, this one that is bloodied, and get in its face to give the help action, and then fly away without provoking an opportunity attack.
Hoo, hoo. Look at me. All right. All right, this is one's turn. It's going to go for the big giant snarling beast in front of him.
Come at me.
That's an 8.
That does not hit.
As it tries to suck out your life force, and I believe it just does it once. It is done.
Oh. Wait, which one is this? Oh, this isn't the one that I had hit.
I don't think so. I think Rory just finished that one off.
Okay.
All right. Your turn.
I will take the opportunity that Hecate is providing and sort of slip by. And Reginald is a very graceful paladin. He's not very lumbering, very much smooth, and he's going to bring his rapier in a.
I had curiosity. I checked your dexterity score. I was like, "Fuck yeah, he's graceful." I love
Dex
it.
paladin.
I love seeing you guys experiment with your builds. You guys are very clever and fun with how you guys go about
Did you
your
say
one-shot stuff.
multi-class with rogue?
Yeah,
Nice.
paladin rogue multi-class.
20 will hit.
Dirty 20. And I will sneak attack with this. 11 slashing plus 4 sneak attack damage.
It's dead. Drive your rapier through him and he's dead. He's gone. He's dead now, not just undead.
Fantastic. And this guy's untouched, right?
Correct. He's looking
Yeah, I'm gonna say-
very nice. He looks healthy.
I'll save the spell slot. I'm just going to hit him normally.
You can certainly try.
Cancer. 19. 26 to hit.
You certainly can. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm so yawny.
5 damage.
Okay. Is it 5 damage goes through?
Let me see if there's any interesting bonus actions I can do. Oh, yeah, I can use my bonus action to... Oh, wait, no, I can't do dodge. Just dash, disengage, or how. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to disengage. No, I'll stay here. I'm going to stay right here in its face.
Sit there and take it like some man. Okay, moving on. Or Minos' turn. He tries to hit Reginald and definitely does not hit. Old Minos' turn.
If how, mm, if I want to move up to reach, how does that work?
So
Space.
the old 2014 rules. So like you can't occupy the same space as an ally, right? You can move through them, but you can't occupy it.
Mhm.
So what I've been trying to work out how I want to do that. If it was a normal 5 foot, if somebody wanted to move in, I've been ruling they couldn't do it through their space because it's more just about moving through it and then doing what they're doing in on one. But then a creature this big, the old rules like you could technically squeeze right between like if you're large, you can go squeeze through a 5. So I think there's a world where you can be squeezing here, but the old squeeze rules meant that you had disadvantage on it. But you can be like, and he moves here, and then we don't have to worry about it.
I mean, sure.
Is that okay, Reggie? Reginald.
Yes.
It's really hard not to call you Reggie. I was not even doing that on purpose. I literally just chuckled when I said it.
I told
It's very
Lauren that I
hard.
specifically chose this name
Oh, just for okay.
for the nickname. Yeah.
Okay.
Poor Reggie.
Criminals.
Reg. I was expecting Reg, but I'll take Reggie.
They'll take a couple more
Reminos does
sessions
call
of
you
them.
Reginald.
So sweet.
Okay, so Reminos, as Saber-Tooth Tiger, steps up and does 2 rend attacks. Plus 6. So 17 and 17 and 15.
They both hit.
They both hit. Okay. First hit is 12 radiant damage, and the second is 12 radiant damage for a total of 24 radiant damage.
And we're out of
That's going to
initiative.
be like
That's fucking sick.
48 damage. Jesus Christ.
Let me see. Can you describe what your Sabertooth looks like doing radiant attacks? Because that sounds fucking metal.
Yeah, I mean it like I think it just kind of like saber-tooth tigers don't howl. I think as it goes to like kind of like prepares itself for the attack, like this like shimmering moonlight like kind of takes over its being and like is like hard to look at and just like courses through as it kind of goes with just so quickly you can't even really tell if it's like claws or teeth or all of the above.
Love it.
It's really cool.
All right. So I'm looking at the time. We're still ending at 11:30, even without like Laurenishka and Charlie, right? Because we still have East Coasters. Yeah. So I'm thinking of just helping you guys speed along. We know it's breaking things, finding the right key, right? There's one more monster. There's one more monster potentially in them, but it's an AC 8 HP 22. Do you guys mind if I just, hand wave that?
Kill that.
No, you want to kill it.
All cantrips. But like the treasure though.
Yeah. We're gonna get all of that for sure though. So
dive and get the coins.
I don't like what this room has done to you, Lindsay.
Those coins, you're like, yes, and you look at them, they're actually just pieces of lead. And they look like they're not worth anything
in the
except
water.
for the lead. You got the spell scroll. You find the potion. A couple people can either roll like a nature or arcana check to see what they can know what that one is. It's not a healing potion for sure. There were other gems. They're worth nothing. There's glass jewelry. They were phony. You got the spell scroll. And then you find 7 Orominus. You know, this is a potion of flying.
Ooh.
The one other thing of actual value is gems worth 600 gold pieces. So a collection of gems worth 600 gold pieces.
Raffle for
Are those the
those.
real gems that I found, or was that something else?
No, because I have those.
That was different.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
jewelry
Lindsay,
worth
are you taking
12,000.
notes of these things?
Sure.
Or
Jewel-
I can. But
Jewelry
Got it.
worth 12,000, and then gems worth 600, and then the scrolls and potion. And then
I did not do the hold person scroll because that's the one you got, Rory.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's one other one that had a key in it and a silver ring. But as the silver ring falls out into the water, you all hear telepathically in your minds, "Stop. Before you put me on, you should know that I confer the following powers upon my wearer: invisibility, haste, immunity to charms, fly once per day, detect magic, and one wish. I also provide the benefits of protection and spell turning. The only drawback is that once a year I permanently eat a small part of your life. I must be warned before I can leave this room. Merely carrying me away is not possible. If ever I am removed from my wearer's finger, however, all my powers are lost. So you must decide now who will wear me forever."
Does it require attunement?
I
you're trying to grab it,
Yes.
because I'm gonna try to stop you from grabbing it.
you ask it if it requires attunement? Because above table we don't know mechanically.
Sure.
And everyone hears in response, "I do require attunement, but it is instantaneous. Soon as you place me on your finger, I am yours."
The life force thing. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
It's just a little
on, wait,
bit
I
of
think-
life. It's only a small part of your life essence.
You guys, I rolled a 3 on my
Insight.
wisdom
I'm
save.
gonna try. I'm definitely going.
I
for
try and
it.
put it on.
Real quick, I heard an insight, so I'm gonna let her make that roll. As you guys are both, you guys are both about
Sure.
to maybe start going for a contested check here.
Ooh,
13.
What are you inciting on?
Kind of how they're saying just a little bit of your life. Are they lying? Like as far like a little bit, as opposed to what, like an elf or a human?
It is telling the truth about wanting only a small part of your life, but there's interpretation of what that might mean. But as you're thinking about this, it sounds like Ciora is diving for it, and in response, Reginald's also. And remember, this is in the water, so you all don't know exactly where it is. So this will be investigation checks for
Oh,
people to go splashing for it.
oh,
Ooh,
Ooh, I kind of want to roll too. I kind of want to
go for
Do
it.
it.
No,
God. You
I mean,
motherfucker.
I think an
Rory, I will
investigation's
kill you.
fine.
Oh shit!
Oh!
Wait,
Reminos, are you doing this as the
Don't
Uh,
you. Are you really diving for this?
as the?
Aremino's diving for it?
I like to imagine like you guys found this one pretty early in the process, but everyone starts diving and things are being broken and people are getting shoved back and forth.
I
Rib,
don't think Remus is diving for it. I think he's
I
just
thought I
like
had it in my hand.
no, to be fair, everything falls in the water, and I was trying to keep that clear. I apologize if I got lost in the sauce, but everything's been just falling in the water, and everyone's been so
I knew that.
careful.
I thought I had grabbed it,
Yeah.
but that's my bad. I must not have said so.
Well, I knew someone was going to try and grab it, but I knew everyone. I was like, how many of you are going to try and grab it? Unfortunately, Riminos, you go for it, and you're still in your saber tooth form.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Um,
they're all like in.
my mouth.
Riminos, go ahead and roll a. Are you going to try and hide it from them with like a sleight of hands?
Yeah, what he's trying to do is hold on to it so that the group can make a decision together. Not that he can contribute verbally, but
So you're not necessarily trying to hide it. You're just like, guys, I have it. Okay. So
yeah,
is that okay? Like everyone sees it. So
yeah.
you guys see,
And
go ahead.
try to get it out of my mouth.
Yeah. Raminos has it up and you guys see like, hope and close.
Like scrabbling at your mouth.
All right, fuck, everybody just fucking calm down, all right? Jesus Christ, what is it, a ring?
Sierra, do you want
There's
to
a
like
wish
a contest
in
there for it to go for it? I'll give you that opportunity. I don't know if you want to like, you said you're going for the
Sure.
mouth.
Yeah.
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 Oh man, this is gonna be a little interesting one because I feel like Riminos, it'd be kind of like you're contesting with your strength, right? Of like trying to keep your mouth closed. But I think
Yeah,
that,
it's like
I feel
trying
like
to
I'm-
like get something out of your dog's mouth, probably.
yeah.
I
So,
feel like
but
I'm trying to use dexterity to like, find where it is and like fling it, like flick it off of whatever tooth it's caught on.
I know you want dexterity, but I really think if you're trying to pry open
okay.
the mouth, it's strength. But it's
I'm
like gonna be
fine
a
with either one, just
I-
for the record.
I think it's contested
I'm-
strength for this, just to kind of
That's
keep
totally
it fair
fine.
of how I'm seeing it. Because if for someone else tries, I'm gonna try to keep it consistent too. Oh,
4.
so that's
don't- it
contested
doesn't-
strength. Yeah, you don't. I don't know what the saber tooth is.
Oh, I got a 2, but it's a +4, so
Plus
6.
4. Okay, so Sierra's like, and then Rory, you're like, why would the go? Slow the fuck down, or whatever it said. He said,
He's like not really fighting back against you that much. That's how I'm explaining it too. He like doesn't want to hurt you. He's just trying to hold on to it.
She's just totally ineffectual. just trying to.
I
Do
think
I have to use
that's
whole person?
I got some
That's
cheese.
enough.
I got some cheese. You want some peanut butter? That's right.
Open up.
All right, why do you want this ring so bad?
Did you
I
not
mean, I
hear
know it
all
has-
the cool spells?
Of course, but you just can't go, diving out after it. We have to talk about
Why
it.
not?
nobody is gonna wear that ring.
Are you my boss?
No, but I
Exactly.
think cooler
Do you
heads
want
tend
it?
to prevail. No, I don't want it. Frankly,
Perfect.
I want it destroyed
Why?
because any item that promises wishes,
It's a powerful
exchange in
magical
life force.
artifact.
I've seen far weaker ask for way more. It's lying.
Exactly. It's a great deal.
No.
I reach out telepathically to the ring. Can I do that?
Yeah,
Can
I think
try
so.
and
Yeah.
telepathically communicate with the ring and
Yeah.
only the ring?
It's funny.
Um,
It does say it communicates to you all telepathically.
I have
But if you have an
Telepathy.
ability, if you have the ability,
have-
100, yeah,
have the ability.
100%, 100%.
I have telepathic speech as part of my psionic sorcery.
Love it.
I communicate with the ring and I say, "Hello, I would love to put you on, but you just have to get to me." I'm right
Reminos,
here, my hands right here. I'm like tickling inside Reminos's gums.
Megan, do you love like the idea of you doing like a dex check, not that for it to like accidentally not get like on one of your teeth or something and accidentally attune to it?
like a duel.
Unfortunately, the ring can't necessarily act and do anything, but it'll be very interesting to see what happens if it accidentally gets on your tooth while you're like contesting it. So go to roll a dex. So I think like a high roll means it will go on it, or no. I'm assuming you don't want it, so maybe low roll for you will be it doesn't go on it on a tooth.
Yeah.
And it's like I
Like
would.
rolling in that one means you get the cursed ring.
Oh, it's 6.
Oh, 6? Okay, I don't think that's a low. I think like a 5 or lower was where it was. You were very close to having the curse ring on you and auto attuning, which I think would be a hilarious outcome. But it's like I can only do so much. I can, but If you can just get your finger through my hole.
Oh, God. Sierra, listen to me.
No.
How about you don't put it on and nobody else puts it on, and after we're done here, I take it back to my church, have them check that it's not dangerous, and I swear upon my oath that I will return it to you.
Why would I want you to do that when I can just have the ring?
Because it could kill you. Or worse.
And
Fuck it, let her have the ring.
Okay, what if you put it on and you become something that could kill the rest of us? Rory?
she starts laughing really maniacally.
I got fucking dimension door. I'll get the fuck out of
You
here.
think I can't kill you? That's so funny.
I think it would be a struggle, at least.
Your
Could Rory do
dimension
an
door
insight to
will only
see-
go as far as you are from
I know.
Reginald. You did to
think
yourself.
I want to fucking be here.
Okay.
I don't want to be here. I don't want to be in this position. I want to be home.
To not inflate my own ego, what if you became something that could threaten the countryside or even more?
It'd be really powerful.
I can't abide that.
Wow.
Well, it seems we're at a stalemate then.
No, actually, we're not, because she has Ormenos is a guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he has the ring. Doesn't look like he wants to put it on. I'm fine with where it is. I'm offering you an accord.
Could Rory really quick do an insight check on Ciora? What the fuck
Do
is her
you need
alignment?
to?
Just curious.
I'm pretty sure I can just scan that.
There's
What
also-
the
there's-
fuck is up with this chick?
There's always your own innate interpretations on her alignment, but if you like an insight.
I kill people for a living. People that I think are bad people. What's my take on
Yes.
this broad?
Do you want an insight check, Lindsay? It's like your call.
Sure.
Yeah, insight check.
I mean, you can. I will say I'll probably do a
Deception.
Don't say.
A
deception
charisma
some-
skill of some sort.
charisma skill of
I
some
will roll a
kind.
dice of some kind.
Yeah.
With unknown bonuses.
I give myself a bardic inspiration before.
It's so funny. It's like technically you could if you're able to give them to yourself. A lot of bards can't.
I know.
16.
16. Okay, let's do. Come on, baby. Oh, I've been rolling so poorly. 14.
She's how you read her. Whatever interpretation you want to take.
She's weird. She's a weird one. She's really weird. Some of the stuff she says does not really line up. And she's got some obviously violent tendencies. Take from that what you will.
Hey, Reginald, come here for a second.
If you tell me something that I don't already, if I already know, I'm going to slap you upside.
She gets closer. Yeah, I don't want to be around this fucking chick anymore, okay? Why the fuck are we here?
How quietly does she say that?
No, she literally says that out loud.
I'm still working on the jaw.
She's a fucking hazard, and that's coming from me, boyo.
You're a
I
fucking
want to get the
hazard.
fuck out.
Corn,
He's
excuse me.
squatting
Oh,
on
you
his
think
jaw.
I'm a hazard? This chick wants the fucking wish spell, and she's off her goddamn rocker. What the hell do you think she's gonna do when she gets that fucking ring? Get me out of here now! She's over it.
Okay.
I'll calm it down, guys. In the
No,
case
it's
of
fine.
the
No,
party
it's okay. It's
unity.
okay. It's okay. That is my.
Now Rory's just
charisma.
thinking about it. This crazy chick wants the wish spell, and I wish that I was out of here. Right
We
now.
hand wave something. I would like you all to roll a quick investigation check. Which one of you has the right key to get out? Because one of them was the real
We
one,
all
but if
roll
it,
one?
Yeah, just because I hand waved so
Extra-
much of like what
Ooh.
was happening. Yeah, can anyone
Golly.
beat a 28?
Why couldn't I have rolled that for the damn ring?
So whether you've tried it on the door or what, but Reginald, you know you have the real key. I think it's important information for people when someone's screaming, I want to get the fuck out of here. You know, like
he dug around the lock. I feel like he might be able to match it up with how the
Mhm.
key's shaped. That is my offer to you. I take it to the church. I swear upon my oath to return it if it's not super dangerous. Even, you know what? I'll even offer it to you, even if it's a little dangerous or even kind of dangerous.
Even if it takes some of my life force,
As long
I deem that an acceptable risk.
as I'm making this deal because I think it's lying about the wish spell. Yeah.
It's also only one wish spell. How much damage can I do with one wish spell?
I'm gonna roll an Arcana check.
Meanwhile,
Or actually, I think
my
history
God.
might be more fitting.
no, Arcana is more fitting.
Was it? Because like what?
It's
okay,
no, I
it's the
mean
same
you could
either way.
I can see
Well,
where your
like,
argument's coming
history
from.
of wish spells.
You can do a lot of shit with a wish spell. Like there's limits to it, right? Maybe instinctively
there are
there's limits to it.
I'm not some violent megalomaniac.
meanwhile, Rory's in the corner
Insight
of the room.
check.
Insight check and give me a roll, Lindsay.
Rory has cast Leo Munn's tiny hut and has barred
Oh.
anybody else from passing through this 10-foot space for the next 8 hours.
Oh wow.
Even-
I
wait,
doubt
even me?
five's
Yeah, fuck you.
Or Amnos comes over and is like,
Alright, fine, I guess you can come in.
takes up the whole space, I guess.
Me and the Sabretooth are just sitting there in the fucking corner, like, keep that bitch away from me.
Siora
not
is not violent.
megalomaniac.
Yeah, she's none of those things.
She's not. Well, no, she's admitted to being violent. She's
Oh,
not
fair.
a megalomaniac.
What do you
Fair.
want to do with a wish spell?
That's a little bit personal, don't you think?
No, it's not really you personal. Really, really.
I am a complicated being with many personal desires and history that you are not
Hmm.
aware of. She's
not
like
making a good
swinging back and
argument.
forth. She says this dramatically.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
I'm not going to hurt anyone with it.
You were. I just don't think I believe you there because,
Insight check.
well, you said earlier, like, I said, what if you're dangerous to the continent? You'd be like, you're so powerful.
While
Yeah,
they're
I would be powerful. Not did you
why
know
do I-
not everyone uses power
I
to
did
hurt other people?
5. Yes, I'm aware.
What'd you say,
How
while
long
Megan?
they're
are- so-
talking,
Yeah, I'm
can
gonna give Megan a second.
spit the ring out? I'm in the tiny hut. Can I spit the ring out and start ritually casting identify on it?
that's a
Or well,
great
I'm gonna
idea.
turn
Wait, let's do
turn back
that.
out of wild shape and
Okay.
then cast
You're not
identify.
in the-
Ormenos, you could have fucking mentioned that.
You're not in the
She
hut.
can't mention it, so she just goes in there and starts ritually casting it.
I
Oh,
was
wait.
thinking maybe you'd settle things without having to do that. But
That was so much more fun.
yeah.
So we spend
There
the
are
next
only
10 minutes
there is
arguing.
only so far that my goodly paladin ways can take things.
Back off the and identify. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check for me, Ribinos or Ribinos.
Sure. Also, I haven't used a single spell slot.
Dude, rituals.
Rituals and just cantrips.
Mhm.
Have we talked about like rituals that in general got buffed in 24? Like rangers before didn't have access to it, but as far as if I remember correctly, pretty much like everyone has access. Like wizards still have their cool ability where they can just they don't have to have it prepared if it's in their spell book. But as far as I was aware, like almost everyone has access to ritual now if you're a spellcaster, even paladins.
Wow.
Rory would have given you inspiration. Or bardic inspiration before
Arcana
you
check
did
of
it, but,
15. Yeah, so with the identify, it's like it'll do everything it says. It is that powerful.
Just you are aware.
Though, Wish does seem to be a little bit beyond his capability.
Define a little bit beyond its capability / could I get more information if I use that bardic inspiration?
If you go roll a bardic inspiration. Bardic inspiration.
It's D6.
1d8.
1d8. Okay.
Does this count as a short rest?
Not yet, but you're getting pretty
8?
close, I think.
Siora.
8 for a total of 23. So
I mean, we're gonna
it can do all of those things. It definitely can't do Wish, and it cannot do any of those things once it leaves a room.
Oh, okay.
Does it steal?
I kind of
life
wish
force?
I told you that in the secret room just to watch them play it out and see what you would have done with that information. But I'm sorry I
It
didn't.
is 11:20, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Does it steal life force?
It does not. It does not even do that.
Okay.
What does it do?
It does all those things it can do in this room, but then once you leave, except for Wish, but once you leave, it's gone. So I guess
Except for the
hypothetically, you can cast like a haste or visibility and then leave, and then it would just like the ring would stop being able to cast, but you have haste or invisibility.
Okay, so I think finishing up identify, Remenos would look up. Just let her wear it.
No.
Trust me.
I hardly know you. No offense. Sorry. To put it, Siora, I'm a high level paladin in my order. If I had access to a wish spell, then I would be executed, likely.
Why?
Because it's dangerous.
Reginald.
Your order executes people just because they might do something dangerous, just because they have the power to do something dangerous?
Yes, they can.
Before they've even done anything
Reginald.
dangerous?
One sec. He'll come over there. Sorry, I can't get that close.
Yeah, you're literally you can't get 10 feet in front of us. And Rory's just sitting on the ground, like arms crossed and glaring.
Listen, there's no wish spell. It only does the things it says inside this room, and it doesn't take life force. So my proposal is we let her put it on. We don't tell her this. See what she does with it. I think we'd have a lot to learn about it.
See, we're gonna make a perception check. Oh, no.
Do I hear anything?
It's a very small room, so I'm imagining it's very hard for you guys to be hushed about it. But if you guys would like to roll like a sleight of hand or I guess, or stealth.
Sleight of hand? I mean, I'm pretty good at sleight of hand and stealth.
I guess that's more stealth because you're just being quiet, so it'd be a stealth check.
I am gonna give myself guidance before I do this. As
I'm
you're
rolling
walking
like
over.
shit.
Damn.
Oh, well, so you beat me. Yeah. So
I beat you, yeah.
So
I
you
probably only hear every couple words, but not enough to
well,
put
you
it.
probably hear my side of the conversation, but
hear
not
yours.
hers.
Yeah.
So you said, so the lifesteal isn't a part of it either.
No. It's really it's a hoax.
Here, fine. But if you're
Yeah,
wrong,
Rory casts message to Reginald. It's a fucking dud, okay? I believe her. Have I ever put my own self-preservation above or under anything else?
he will.
You think
He's gonna-
I did think I'd let her have that fucking ring if I thought, something. Look at me. She's like inside the hut.
Funny enough, I don't think you can cast that spell through the hut because the hut does not allow
you're
spells
right.
of third.
That's
So
true.
you have to stick your head out to say anything.
You stick
poke
your,
my head
your
out.
mouth out, just right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. That's funny.
So do you guys let me put the ring on?
Yeah.
I give it to Reginald.
Okay.
I back up in the hut.
I hope you're not disappointed. How about okay. If you're not completely satisfied with what this ring does, for
Oh
the
my God,
next
you're totally
24
right.
hours, you will at least consider the decisions the group makes before making your own. If you're not completely satisfied with this ring,
Your money
Why?
back guaranteed.
I don't know.
That's not how life works.
Well, it's a deal.
Sure.
Shake on it.
What?
Shake on it.
Shake on it? Sure.
Yeah.
She shakes on it.
All right. Put it on. Put the fucking ring on.
Yeah,
Sure,
I shake on it.
sure,
Yeah,
sure. Give me the fucking ring. Lindsay, you do such a great
I
job.
definitely respect
Thank
shaking
you.
on it.
Yeah.
Sure.
The paladin. Shake on it. This is
I'm
solid.
never playing a lawful good character around you fucking animals ever again.
To be fair, you try to be the voice of reason as Warden a lot of time too. It's just your nature, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, that never fucking worked either. I guess
Yeah.
you're
Also,
right.
it's hilarious that you think like shaking on it's like, oh, that's the line. She's
Yeah,
gonna
she's
respect.
like,
I don't know who she is.
She'll for sure hold up to
Just
my
put
own
the ring on.
standards of
And
morals.
can you just say the spells one more time, Nate? That you can cast?
The
Is it
fun ones you could probably
ability?
do is invisibility, haste, or fly, and then like it's
Is
gonna
it at
lose
will?
its. No, it says once per day, but
Okay.
it's up to you if
I
you like.
cast,
Go ahead.
I cast haste and I run around the room as fast as I can.
For a minute.
don't immediately cast Witch?
Cast haste and I just go.
She gets the
Oh yeah, because
zoomies.
you don't know that there's no wish. Also,
I know.
Fair.
yeah. No, I'm
I'm
just
gonna
saying.
save that. She wouldn't
No, I know.
immediately cast some random wish. She
No,
would
I
save
know.
that
I'm
for a
just saying.
really important
Just
thing.
saying.
So yeah, she casts haste
That's
and runs as fast as she can.
that's what you wanted to do with it.
One of many. Let's go. And I go whoosh, out the door.
And haste ends. And you're like, ah.
Wait,
And
the
you
moment I
suffer
step
level
out the
of
door, haste
exhaustion.
ends?
No, just for the fact that you've
It's
been,
just
it
a
only lasts
step.
for a minute, right? Haste.
Yeah.
I mean, is the
you could do
timing
fly
such that,
and it lasts an hour.
is the timing such that
You're not going to have
the
very
moment I
long
step
with
out?
it. It's not the right moment. That was me making a joke about it just going to be ending soon.
Okay, it's not like I would mistake it. Like it's the regular time, right? It's not because I step out the door.
Correct. Yeah, exactly.
Rory doesn't leave the hut and is still sitting there until she gets fucking teleported out of it. God damn it.
You know what? No. Before he does that, he will be like, hard way or easy way, a million times before.
Oh, to Rory?
Yeah. Are you
I'm
going to
having
leave that hut the
preschool
hard way or the easy
flashbacks.
way? All right.
She remains sitting in there.
Yep. We walk away until she's
All right.
You
teleported.
pass by you pass by Siora like slumped against the wall in her like, like her
Level 1 of
exhausted state
exhaustion.
after haste ends.
Do you guys want me to push you through a door for one more last puzzle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
You guys
Puzzle,
push
puzzle.
through.
Oh god, what is it?
All right. 5 flesh golems are clustered against the north wall. Each has a number on its chest: 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13. Number 5 says, "One of us does not belong with the others. If you can pick it out, it will serve you, and the others will allow you passage. If you pick the wrong one, we will kill you. You have 60 seconds."
Wait, say the numbers again, please.
I put it in the chat. 60,
Wait a minute.
59, 58, 57, 56,
5, 7, 9, 11,
55.
Wait.
Wait, one.
Wait.
It won't show. Yep. So I'm going to keep saying it.
Wait.
50, 49, 48,
It's number
Hold on.
7.
47,
number seven?
46,
Why?
Are
45,
you sure?
44,
number
Why
seven.
is it number 7?
43.
Why is it number
42.
7? It's not
have a
number
hunch.
7.
I have a hunch.
Hunch?
Yeah,
Wait.
listen, I was right about the right side of the passage, because it was the right way. I'm right about this. Number 7.
Are any of them visually distinct in any way?
How the
Roll a perception
fuck
check.
do you know that?
It's number
Wait.
7. It's number 7. Stop counting.
Wait, no, wait.
Literally, we have 60 seconds.
There's nothing distinguishable about them except for their numbers.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
no, wait.
Arcana
No, it's
check.
9. It's 9. It's 9. It's 9.
Arcana check.
It's 9. It is 9.
What?
There's no arcana. It's
It's
it's,
not.
a number game, guys.
This
It's a
is
number
9.
game.
Why is
It's
it
not
9?
9 because 9's not a prime number and the rest of them are.
Okay,
I don't
perfect.
know.
Let's do it.
Sure.
Sounds
Yeah, I'm
good.
doing 9. 9. It's
Roll an
9.
insight
That's
check,
not
Rob. Roll an insight check. Roll an insight check. Roll an in. Trust me. Roll an insight check.
It's number fucking
5.
7.
5. Okay. You choose 5.
No, it's 9. We said 9. His insight check was 5.
Oh, you said 9. Is 9 because it's not a prime number.
Yes! You are 7. All right. Oh, you're never living this one down. You're never living this one down, Rory.
Above table, you guys have a pet golem now. Flesh golem.
I mean,
It's
Rob, it helps
hideous.
that you were in high school like 5 years ago.
Oh, wow.
No. Let's get one
Damn.
thing straight. I was in fucking financial algebra my senior year of high school. I didn't even step foot into fucking algebra 2. I am so bad at math that it single-handedly almost failed me out of high school. So
Really?
that is
that
just.
bad?
I mean, a
Well,
prime
I'm
number. I'm
really
like
bad
one
at
of those. They're
gambling.
all prime numbers, and I know there's one weird number that isn't a prime number. And I can't remember. I think I was like it was somewhere in between 5 and
That's what I was
like,
thinking.
15.
But my brain was fuzzy because of the time.
Yeah, I know. I was like, this is gonna be a tough one for them right at the end, but it'll be fun. It'll make it more fun for them, or for me at
Mhm.
least.
No, that was great. So wait, we go through, and what do we see?
There's more. There's just so much more stuff. I'll push you guys a little bit, but in case we pick it up, so you come up
Just
to
for
this
fun.
thing. This is a turnstile that only goes one direction, essentially, which is this way. I'll say you guys will wrestle with what you want to do with that information and such. But you come to this door, and this would be the most interesting part. You come to this space here.
Ooh.
This door opens onto a stone platform in a large natural cave. Opposite the entrance is the distance and another stone platform. Between them, a series of wooden discs is suspended from the ceiling by massive steel chains. The cave floor seems to be covered by a pool of boiling mud. So that would have been like the real fun next thing to do is how to navigate that.
Well,
But-
guys, I can cast fly,
This
so
sounds-
I was gonna shape into a bird.
And levitate.
Can literally everybody fly in this party right now?
no, I mean
Yeah,
my
I'll
ring
carry
can
you.
cast fly.
No,
Yeah,
I can
ring.
fly.
You can fly.
Oh, you can too?
Yeah, I can fly.
I can fly as well.
Well,
We fly over.
I can fly.
No,
I can
'cause
fly.
I can fly.
Siora's
Yeah,
gonna
I can,
cast fly with her
I guess
ring.
mine's
and then
mine's a
jump
little
in.
interesting because,
Oh, I have dimension door too.
if everybody's deciding to fly, he'll sort of jerk forward and 2 large feathery wings will sprout out the back of his armor.
Above table, I'm actually not even looking for actual solutions because that'll be whatever
I-
happens.
Yeah.
He can fly.
But you guys
Guys,
continue. You can
remember,
stay at 2 if
he-
you want to.
Yeah.
Wait,
he
yeah,
is-
but what's happening?
Well, remember that
Yeah, he's an
the-
ASMR.
my way of casting
Hmm.
fly would be with
Emphasis
the
on the
ring.
ass.
My way of casting fly would be with the ring. Remember, so I would cast fly with the ring and then just jump
Just fucking fall in the
into
boiling mud.
lava.
Mechanically, I think the spell wouldn't work. But if Lindsay narratively wants to have fun with that and do it, that's 100%.
I just thought that was
I
funny.
could cast.
I think that's
fireball and
hilarious,
fall
right?
Slower into the boiling mud.
I think that's hilarious.
Honestly, it's just
Just
it's
gets
also
dipped
just
like
boiling
fondue.
mud. It can't be that
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah, it's fun. What a fun little excursion.
Isn't it
want
like
to
a quirky
cast
little
slow at some
dungeon
point.
with all these little puzzles
I
and
like
stuff?
Yeah, like
Mhm.
Oh
And
god,
also-
I can't wait to
Pick up.
start calling you number 7.
Shut
Because
up.
these are these
Number
characters are
9.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
And what
Yeah,
a
you guys-
great group together.
There's this one ability that I thought was so cool and I wanted to use it. It's a College of the Dance. It's when enemy